Previously on TRG.
Today's douchebag of the show goes to a man who's made his 43rd consecutive appearance on the show without bringing one thing to the show, without adding anything to the show.
Hooray for Herman, hooray for Herman, hooray.
I get it.
Congratulations on winning douchebag of the show. Do you have an acceptance speech?
No, I'll take it.
You dyeing your mustache, Herman? It looks dark. It's like a lot darker than the rest of his hair.
Are you dyeing your mustache? Really? Yo, it is darker than
It's really dark, isn't it?
Step up to the mic. Nobody can hear you when you're nodding your head.
Poor Herman, man.
Poor Herman.
I'm asking the question.
You got to talk into a microphone. It's
I
just
don't deny color my hair.
Do you color your mustache though?
Yeah.
What do you take?
Gray.
Grecian formula?
Well, I mean, something like it, right? I mean, it's not exactly.
Just
And when you
that-
comb it in or
That's
something?
what Steve does. What do
It's
you
that
use?
one. It's
Just
that
for
one
men.
where you can only leave it on for like 5 minutes. If you leave it on too long, it gets dark.
yeah.
I don't do my facial hair, but it will get too dark.
It's
if
from
you
the
leave
defensive
it on.
mail line at Walmart.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Wake up! To the regular guy. Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Stand up! If you're a regular guy. Now! It's the regular guy! Larry Sand!
You have one of the softest taints in America.
Larry Sand!
It's crazy. He's out of control.
That's why I want him.
Larry! Southside Steve and Dick and Jim!
The regular guys.
Southside Steve, sir!
Yeah, come on.
Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Time to wake up! To the regular guy. Stand up! If you're a regular guy. Now! It's the regular guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Larry, Eric, Southside Steve, and Tim, the regular guy.
Oh my gosh.
Elokeinu melech olam, ore peri hagofen.
Petite. Yeah. Yes. We are ready to go. Hey, big kakalaka. Rosy Wozy. Tess Steve is in Hollywood, Florida at this point, and enjoying some sleep while he prepares for the big Hooters pageant. This is the International. This is like the UN of Hooters.
And he's the big, semifinals host, right?
Yeah.
I'm the Kofi Annan of Coochie.
So he's down there right now, and you can watch all the excitement this weekend at your local area Hooters, Southside Steve, in case you miss him. I'm Larry Wax.
Larry Wax.
That's Senator Eric Von Hessler, ladies and gentlemen. That's Senator Eric.
I say president.
Eric's been pulling some long nights making this driving and crying documentary a reality.
No, I just got knocked off a website right when you were
Oh, my
introducing
God.
me. It's not just any website.
That's horrible.
It's where I go to get my news audio. So when you came to me, I was a little distracted.
You know, you handle that like a professional. I mean, I've been knocked off of websites, and I've gone nuts. I couldn't keep my composure, yet I didn't even know you got knocked off a website.
Do you
while I
finish
was
or do you stop and start over? When that happens.
When I get knocked off a website?
Like you take
it's
care of
that kind of
business.
website. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I never get knocked off of those.
Okay.
I knock myself off.
Yeah. After 6 or 7 hours, you just sort of say, look, it's not reasonable anymore.
Time to knock off. It's my new film with Seth Rogen. Knockoffs.
Hey, who
About two
wants
guys
to
who
masturbate?
they masturbate professionally to test out porn, and they're like the typical guys. That's a great idea. I should have no trouble getting financing for that. Welcome to the Regular Guys Show. Campbell's Chunky Tim Andrews is here as well. And let's see, what else is going on here? Oh, hey, why do reporters use this cliche? I was reading this story. It was some guy was caught. He was a serial killer, but he killed with the cicadas. Like every 14 years, he would murder
Whenever
somebody.
the cicadas came back out.
Yeah,
The Grim Reaper, isn't that his name? The Grim Reaper killer?
yeah, that was it. I forgot where this was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was here or California or something.
California.
Okay, so they finally catch this guy. And he's some dude. I think he's some black dude. And they talk to the neighbors. And here's the tagline. They always put this in every story like this. When they go to the neighbors, it's such a cliche now. And it's not even I can understand a cliche if it's true.
Yes.
Like, Jews are cheap.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah.
Not every single Jew you meet, but in general, there's a reason the stereotype is there.
Yeah, but when I use a cliche and it's fundamentally not true, it just annoys me. The neighbors say they were surprised, had no idea that he was the killer. Well, doesn't that stand a reason? Because else he'd have been picked up a long time
They would
ago.
have turned him in years ago.
Lord, I never knowed it.
You would think, or else this neighborhood is filled with evil, corrupt people who
He's not-
wouldn't turn in a
yeah.
known killer.
Hey, he's not as bad as his neighbors.
Oh, by the way, he has the perfect killer name.
Lonnie David Franklin Jr.
Yeah, Lonnie David Franklin Jr. He's got all kinds of Jewish icons and dead presidents in there.
Oh, actually, I was wrong. His name is the Grim Sleeper because he took so long in between.
Right.
The Grim Sleeper.
That was his gimmick.
Yeah, what is it? Cicadas? That's like, like 10 years or something, right?
17.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was like every 14. The Grim Sleeper. I like that. Very clever. Way to put a nice comic face on a
Sure.
hard, cold-blooded killer. Jackasses.
We like our serial killers to sound like amusement park rides.
Right.
The Himalaya.
You must be this tall to be killed. Oh, it sucks. All right, welcome back to the Regular Guy Show. I have an email here, and I want to read it now. Usually, this is unorthodox, but while we have time, because we have a jam-packed show, to be honest with you, and a very confusing show. I got to tell you, Eric, much like yourself, I've been knocked off my game by the guest bookings today. To say they're not good radio would be false. To say that they are very challenging radio, an understatement.
A
Tim
lot's going to be
Andrews-
going on behind the scenes.
Tim Andrews, bravo to you, sir, as a producer.
Thank you, kind sir.
You have challenged me with your best.
That's what I try to do every single day.
Because we had not only have a woman who we like very much and who likes us very much and who happens to be running for the most powerful position in the state of Georgia, Karen Handel, coming on the show.
That's right.
But
Frequent guest.
But on the heels of her would be a transgendered he-she comic.
Oh, no, that's 2 hours. I put a little buffer in there.
I know, but still, it's exhausting.
I know.
Because here's my confusion with the transgendered. I'll just put this out there because I saw this yesterday, and I felt uneasy. But I said, you know what? Be a professional. Let's find the funny in this. There's plenty.
There's plenty of funny in the transgendered comedian.
Sure. And so I was thinking, all right, transgendered. I'm curious what makes a person jump sex. What makes a Chaz Bono? What's the mentality? To me,
It's radical.
Yeah, to me, it's like you got to screw loose. You're just you're not a bad person,
No.
but you've got a screw loose, to say the least.
What knocked that screw loose? You got to find that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. I'm not, my judgment is makes me uncomfortable. Are you a bad person? I don't know. I take it on a case by case basis, but I still like to know.
What? Yeah.
Okay, but then that's fine. But then you put the fact that they're a comedian on top of it. It's like, well, I don't know what are they going to be funny about it, or should I be serious? Are they going to get pissed off?
Well, you got to take it. They're a comedian, so they're not going to be too serious and defensive. So
You're assuming.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
We've had defensive comedians before.
Well,
and they
they're
weren't
usually-
transgendered.
They're just usually douchey
Right.
liberals, so.
I know, but still,
You hurt me.
I don't know.
I'm guessing this isn't the transgendered Tea Party comedian. Probably transgendered tend to be on the left side
Yeah.
of the dial, which is fine.
I've never seen a tranny at a tea party.
Well, not that you know of.
Not that I know of. Right, that's true.
You call him Fred.
There's some.
They're the log having Republican.
There are barriers between me and the crowd when I speak, so it's hard to see all of them, but I'm guessing. All right, so that's what's happening today on the show. It's very, very challenging.
The reason it's challenging and transgendered is because what they're saying is all of this makes me feel normal, and everything they went through makes us feel completely abnormal.
Yeah.
It seems like the most bizarre thing in the world that you would wake up tomorrow. I would wake up tomorrow and be a woman. To me, it would be like some kind of freaky horror movie.
Yeah, I just don't understand I mean, is it a chemical that makes you do this, or what? Did your parents?
There's no accounting for taste, Larry.
Did your parents make you wear a dress when you were a boy? I don't know.
But Larry, you got to announce the guest that bridges those two opposite ends of the spectrum.
What's that?
Danger Woman.
Oh, Danger Woman is coming in too.
A little cracker for the palate.
Wow! If you're just tuning into this show, it's really on the radio. Yeah. No, this is not a test. This is not a test show whatsoever.
Is it after all of the operations have been had and all is said and done?
Right.
Is it a comedian or a comedian?
I don't.
Is it female to male or male to female?
It's a man. Now is a dude. It's like Chaz Bono.
All right.
One, female.
But
now
actually
dude.
good looking. Not a bad looking dude.
Really? How do you? I don't want to. Yeah.
I'm just saying that aesthetically, he's a nice looking dude.
You can see, I'm sure. If he's a good looking dude, he's a good looking dude.
That's right. Chaz Bono looks like Herman.
I do not look like her.
No, you don't, Herman. She looks
him?
like you. He looks like you.
No. I look like the walrus on Tennessee Tuxedo. Chumley.
Hello, Chumley. Let's go see Phineas J. Whoopi.
Hey, Tennessee. Did you hear about Obama?
But no, we have to go stop the magpies from eating the giant house.
Gee, Tennessee.
Gee, Tennessee, what happened?
What happened to the Attorney General and the Black Panthers?
We better go ask Phineas J. Whoopi what he thinks.
Okay, Tennessee. All right, there's Tennessee Tuxedo and his pal Herman from Dunwoody here on the Cartoon Channel. We'll be right back
Chumley from Dunwoody.
Tim Andrews in Squidbillies is right after these words. Don't hit the commercial there, Deborah. That was just a joke. All right. But the reason I bring all this up, that we have a very complex, deeper than I thought show today. We have this. We have just enough time to get to this email. LT, our black intern, is here today, and I wouldn't read this if he wasn't here because I hate reading emails behind people's back. LT, could you step to the microphone, please? LT did a marvelous job this morning. People don't get to see this. Oh, how come everybody's tripping in that area? That's the third time I've seen somebody trip. You would think these idiots would move something out of the way. What is going on over there? I don't want people getting hurt. My God, what was that?
It was the plug to the laptop. I just unplugged it.
Yeah, everybody's tripping over it. Seabass, by the way, was late again. He was overslept his bench. It was so comfy.
The church bell tower didn't go off.
Yeah, the monk with the hunchback didn't get up in time.
And the MARTA bus broke down before it could get to the stop.
It broke down. So Seabass was relaying instructions to LT 5 minutes before the show. People don't get to hear this behind-the-scenes crap too often. And LT really got it done. He got the video chat channel on regularguys.com up and running without the aid of
Not bad
Seabass.
for an idiot intern.
Yeah. And Seabass is, no, he's being cryptic. You know, needless.
There's a thing, and you go with it.
It was like pulling teeth trying to get the information.
You had my degree.
I finally snatched the phone out of LT's hands. I said, listen, Seabass, tell him now what to do to get this thing live. That's it. I don't want any secrecy keeping. Then Seabass finally comes in and trips over that plug, almost hits his head, splats it wide open. By the way, if you go to regularguys.com, we'll update you on the who the creepiest person of the show poll is. It's very interesting what's going on with that. Now that Deborah's put up pictures, the dynamic has changed. Plus, we have that side-by-side comparison, and you can vote on it. Seabass and his new haircut next to Herman Munster. I was not wrong about this.
I'm not a monster.
Have you seen it, Eric?
I have not seen
Go
it.
to regularguys.com.
I've seen both.
I want your reaction. Let me cue up this email. This is for LT. Where is it? Oh, this is
for LT or about LT?
It's it's for LT because he's our only black intern. Where, Tim? Did I send this to you?
You did. I haven't had a chance to put all of them in because I was doing the Braves report.
Well,
but,
I kind of need that one. What was it about?
It's not LT.
Yeah.
Hey, why do black women drive slow on the left-hand lane on the interstate? That's
that
pretty
was
much
it.
the
Yeah,
gist
some
of
dude
it.
in Cumming wanted to know that, and there's no black people in Cumming, so you got to understand, LT.
Well, to be honest, I'm just going to assume that's because the few black women that live in Cumming drive slow in the left lane. Because I from what I've noticed, it's just there are just jerks that drive slow in the left lane, not just because I live in Woodstock and there's a lot of old white ladies that drive slow in the left lane.
So the question could easily be, why do old white ladies?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just he just lives in the area where there's probably like 5 old black women and they all drive slow in the left lane.
Okay. All right, that's a good answer. That makes a lot of sense. I don't think the listener's too happy.
No, because he wanted some racial element there.
Right.
He was looking for it.
Can't you validate my racial prejudices?
It must have something to do with the skin color, right? I mean, they're going slow. They're in the left lane. I'm not
black
particularly
skin slows you
partial to
down.
these people, so it's got to be that.
Indians drive somewhere in between fast and slow because they're kind of not dark but kind of not light.
Right in the middle.
Can you ask your Indian intern why?
No, we don't have any Indian.
Can you
Why
get
don't we
one?
have-
I got lots of questions.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get one.
We need one. They're good hard workers.
You got any Asians?
No, we'll get some. We'll
Trannies?
We'll go to the no. Well, maybe. Who knows? After today's show, perhaps. Depends.
Damn, I got to find a show with minorities on it.
That guy's probably sitting there saying, "Damn, I'm disappointed that LT didn't say yes, no, sir." Yeah, that was a good answer, LT. That's why we have you on the team. Team regular guys.
I've seen the Seabass Herman Munster comparison.
And now what? And when you're,
It's kind of like Herman Munster's fat brother. It's got a little more jowly than Herman Munster. But
yeah, well,
the
Herman,
forehead hair thing is perfect.
but the head is blocky. It's big and blocky, with those bangs that kind of. It does make you look, Seabass, like you have a big ridge in your head, delineating the crown from the forehead.
That is why I keep a bang, Larry, because I've had that problem ever since I was a young child. I have a very large and brainy head.
Yes, you know, a lot of forehead.
And
a lot of encephalitis going on up there.
A lot of four in your
A
head.
large and brainy head. Is that true? Does brain size correlate to intelligence?
Well, especially your frontal lobe. That's where your big higher thinking goes on. So if you have a bigger forehead, of course, more forward thinking.
Because we've never seen cretins with huge foreheads before.
Well, you know, Seabass does have a point that, you know, when people are called pinheads for a reason, it's to denote the smaller size of their head, and they're, you know, there's no
to denote the smaller size of their thinking.
Well, because their head
that
slopes
too.
backwards.
That too, but smaller. The implication is that a smaller head equates to a lack of
But
intelligence.
I always heard that you don't use like 80% of your brain anyway.
Well, not at one time. That's a misleading statistic, Eric.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I just don't know that I buy the idea that the size of your brain.
Well, it has merit when you think about the fact that pinhead. I've never heard anybody praise somebody with the word pinhead. Put it that way. I mean, so
if you look at Australopithecines, you'll notice a sloping backwards of that. And if you look at monkeys, for instance, it slopes back more, and whereas mine kind of slopes forward.
Australopithecines.
Australopithecines.
You know what I'm talking. You know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you're still a queer.
All right, who is the creepiest member of the Regular Guys? The survey at regularguys.com. We'll keep it up for the until Monday morning show at 6 a.m. and then announce the results. Boy, what a turn it's taken. It went from Eric being in the lead. Seabass took a big lead.
Well, that photo that's up there is.
I know. Deborah really shows you what she thinks of people with her photo selection.
Deborah really
I
hates
appreciate
you.
it. I came out on the good side.
I do not have any addition of photos. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not going to go troll the internet. So whatever I have in my archives is going to get used.
But it is, you will admit, Deborah, this is a horrible picture of Seabass.
I think it's very representative of him.
You know who else has a horrible picture on there? And I called 7 times and emailed yesterday about it.
Who's that, Herman?
Me.
Oh, you don't like your picture either.
No, it's stupid looking.
You look like you're at your prom reunion.
It looks like I'm taking a crap standing up.
Don't blame the photographer.
It's like when they do dating on demand and they're out at some bar and restaurant.
My superpower would be invisibility.
Herman from Dunwoody is now, according to listeners and viewers of RegularGuys.com, the creepiest member of the Regular Guys show with 53% of the vote. So keep on voting. The pictures are right up there so you can determine. There's Larry, there's Eric, there's Southside Steve, there's Tim Andrews, the 4 regular guys, and then the satellite regular guys, Seabass and Herman from Dunwoody.
My name's also not capitalized for some reason.
I noticed that. Yeah.
That's because Deborah does not like you. For some reason.
It's Sebastian.
It's okay. I can see why she doesn't. And then there's the survey below. We have another survey that Deborah put up. Kind of a rhetorical survey.
Yeah, I don't know where this one goes, really.
Seabass claims he paid a lot of money to get a great haircut from a flaming hairdresser who feathered his bangs. Does he have the same haircut as Herman Munster? Now, having not listened to the show, if you never listened to the show, you would say that's an odd two statements to put back to back. I don't see how they follow, but here's the results of that survey thus far on Seabass's comparison to the head of Herman Munster is as follows. My computer went. 78% say yes in the rhetorical poll about Seabass's head. So there you go. Congratulations, Sebastian.
Well, my mic's back on now, and I'd like to say that I first off did not claim that I paid a lot of money for that. I paid a normal dollar amount, although I was very pleased with the service.
What was the cost of the...
$15 total with tip and everything.
To look like Herman Munster.
That... I don't see the similarity.
It's like if Herman Munster had a Caesar, a George Clooney cut.
I've got a red eyes in this for some reason. Could have used red eye reduction. Photoshop.
I didn't take the photo. If you would have let somebody actually take a photo instead of flounder your arms around. I did. Oh, no, I'm too busy not loading audio.
Well, Lily, I can't do her. Do a laugh. I can't do her. Lily. There you go.
All right, Deborah, of course, filling in for Mixmaster Mark and doing a great job right there. Thank you, Deborah, for your work on regularguys.com. It's seminal. All right, we'll take a break here, and when we return, we'll do two things, all right? Two things I want to accomplish here in this next segment. We'll get a Braves update for you, and your calls. The first caller of the show ceremonies commence very shortly. 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. Now, the prize for the person, the pundit, who happens to be the first caller of the show, is Thursday Thunder, tickets to Thursday Thunder. It's going to be held all summer long this Thursday nights at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and passes to see the Rock 100.5 premiere of the spectacular Inception, starring the spectacular Leo DiCaprio. I just saw him sunning off the coast of St. Martin on my recent trip, and he is looking fabulous.
Aging well, is he?
Oh, he is stunning. That little Botox goes a long way. 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. Your calls and the Braves update next. Welcome back to the Regular Guys show. Deborah, let's hit it. Time for Braves update. Let's get the...
The Regular Guys Braves update with Mixmaster Mark.
Mixmaster Mark is hiding from South Steve, although today would be okay for him to come back since Steve is out for the rest of the week himself. Mixmaster Mark got engaged, and Steve, he doesn't approve.
I'm getting hitched.
His girlfriend is really hot, too.
What's that, Mark?
You know, I'm getting hitched.
I heard.
You know, I figured I would get engaged, and here's the thing. I don't want Southside Steve getting me any crap.
Well, yeah, but you know, we'll just come back.
I'll be back next week, and I'll tell you all about what happened.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm calm.
Okay, I know.
Larry, I'm calm.
I know, but you're sweating.
It's hot in here. It's
always
hot
sweating. I know. It's not that hot.
All right.
Another Red Bull?
Oh, yeah, I better have another Red Bull. He's shooting my veins.
Chris Medlin improved to 6-1. Why is he left off the All-Star roster? He's been nothing but spectacular this season. Anyway, the Braves took the series from Philly last night. I told you, once you get past the Halliday Hammer, kind of a mediocre club. A 7-5 was the final. The win over the home run picker-upper, Jamie Moyer. Billy Wagner picked up his 19th save, and the main fuel for the fire was in the first inning. Martin Prado came up to bat.
Curveball socked high and deep to left field. Ibanez back, looking up and waves goodbye. And Martin Prado starts the game with a bang.
And there was a 6-run, 6th inning. So the Braves remain atop the National League East a 6-game lead over third-place Philadelphia, but a 3-game lead over the Mets in the division. And they travel to New York this weekend for another series against the Mets. Today, the day is a rest day. It's the Sabbath. It's a baseball Sabbath today. Think of it that way. And the Braves take the night off, so plenty of rock music tonight on Rock 100.5. And that's your Braves update. Welcome back to the early bird good time wake-up cult. That was a smooth transition, I feel.
I believe it was.
Eric, what do you think?
That was great radio.
Thank you.
I almost wish I was in a car driving around, not here right now, so I could have enjoyed it in this natural sort of state.
That's such a great compliment. Thank you. Thank you so much. Time to take your calls. 888-9-REGULAR, 9 REGULAR, 973-4852. Let's talk to Chelsea. Such a lovely name.
Good morning, guys.
Even though it's the name of that ugly Clinton girl.
Oh.
Chelsea is a lovely name, in my opinion. Chelsea from McDonough Petitong.
Petitong, guys.
What's going on?
I was listening the other day, and you played that audio, the double rainbow guy.
Yes.
And it's hilarious. And I would really make my morning if you could maybe play a little bit more of it or tell me how to find it online.
I'll tell you, not only do we have the clip for you, we played it like late in the show, so I don't think people are up at this time. So we'll play it again, but we have a bonus. Our what is his title?
Imaging director.
Imaging. And he's the guy who puts together all the sound bites. Andy West in the production room. He put together a remix, a regular guy's remix of the Double Rainbow guy. So first we'll play the Double Rainbow guy, and then we'll play the remix, okay?
Thank you.
All right, hold on a second. All right.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow. All the way. Double rainbow. Oh, my God. It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh my God! Woo! Oh, wow!
Gotta be mushrooms.
Oh, my God, look at that. It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow. Oh, God. It's so bright. Oh, my God. It's so bright and vivid. Oh!
Looks like hell on his little camera phone.
Oh! It's so beautiful.
What's that? Did he bring his own wind chimes?
That's his head. That's the inside of his head. He's a ding-a-ling. I've cried over rainbows, okay? I will admit that. I've never recorded myself doing so for public consumption.
And then uploaded it.
Yeah. My vulnerable moments are for me. And gone.
Someone needs to match this up with Insane Clown Posse, because they have that other meme going around, effing rainbows, what is that, S?
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
The Insane Clown Posse is like making a resurgence in the pop culture world. That's insane. Because I thought they were dead in the 90s.
I thought one album only from these jerks, but they have a whole Juggalo army going.
I know. It's insane. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why they're successful.
There is Insane Rainbow, Double Rainbow Insane Guy. All right. So there's the clip that everybody's watching on YouTube these days, all the kids. And,
or 40-year-old people who sit in their basements.
Right, masturbators. And now here's the Andy West of Cumulus Productions. His regular guys remix.
Double rainbow all the way. All the way.
Davidoff cool.
Oh, wow!
Crotch.
Oh, my gosh.
Down where your nuts hang.
Wow! Oh, my God. All the way.
No.
And how was it? It's so bright.
Oh, my God.
This is the Regular Guys Show on Rock 100.5.
How about that?
Sarah Palin, the double rainbow guy.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin, normally Double Rainbow Guy, Larry's Fart.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
And so many others. It's like a Sgt. Pepper's.
Certainly is. A who's who.
All right, let's unfortunately pick up the phone and talk to Dan in Loganville, Petitong. super fan Dan from Loganville.
I love you anyway, Larry.
And the more we abuse him, the more he loves us. Uncanny.
Morning, guys.
What's up, jackass?
I had another suggestion for the show.
Yes, loser. What's your,
have y'all ever heard? Huh?
Yesterday's suggestion failed, right? I mean,
yeah. What was he? I don't
let's
even
keep track
remember
of
it. It was
this.
so bad it wasn't even memorable.
I don't know. It was so mediocre and so unappealing.
Thanks.
It was like a bad banana.
Yesterday, I said, could y'all get Mark Lemke to join you on Finger Lakes chat?
Right. That was a horrible idea.
Just the finger part.
Well, today I was going to say, if y'all have ever heard the old Bee Gees song "Tragedy"?
Yes.
I think it would be hilarious to show all the regular guys just film y'all dancing to that song.
You had it right at Tragedy. Goodbye, Dan. This is Danny in Tequila, Petite
Somebody keep an eye on Dan when the cicadas come out.
Petite Tong. How y'all doing this morning?
What's up, Dan?
Nothing much. Big fan.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say.
I was wondering what y'all situation and your point of view on Michael Vick and his new, his trouble with the system.
The system? Did he have trouble with the system?
Court system. What's going on with him?
I think he's over his court system troubles. What are you referring to, Danny?
Referring to the birthday party he had.
Last I heard, he was cleared of. It was just some jackass trying to crash his party, and he had nothing to do with it.
But the jackass was the guy that the NFL made him agree not to hang out with anymore, and that was.
But he wasn't invited to the party.
Yeah, he was.
That was the whole thing.
The guy tried to crash his party. You know what crashing a party is, right?
Right.
I'm certain you've done it on occasion.
Right.
Right. Okay. So this dude, who used to be a friend of Michael Vick's, Mike Vick is having a party, but trying to avoid him because he didn't invite him. And then this guy tried to crash his party, so it seemed that Vick is the victim. Papa ass.
Oh, that's hearsay. But I mean,
it's not hearsay.
We all know Michael Vick.
No, a court said. A court said those are the facts. They have
allegedly.
When you're Michael Vick, the courts do a thorough scrubbing of your affairs. And in this case, Danny, I'm telling you, it was on the news. He has been cleared of wrongdoing in that incident.
Right, but does that not negate the NFL contract that he was not supposed to be involved?
The whole conflict happened because the people, Michael Vick and the people around him were saying, you can't come into this party.
Yeah, there's no more controversy.
So they were doing exactly what the NFL told them they should do if this guy's around.
Yeah.
So he went to his birthday party. And that happened, but how does he not show up?
I can't.
Can you guys validate my racism, please?
That was unbelievable. The more you told him, it was like Dan in Loganville, but sideways.
No,
like
but Larry, but he's black.
The more you tell him the answer, the less he accepts it.
But he's guilty. Wait.
Right, you're right. You know what? You're right. You got it.
Absolutely.
You nailed it. That guy was classic.
Acquittal's not. Wait.
Was that a put on? Was that a comedian? Oh, my God.
That's some competitor, some competing radio station.
Gotta be.
Trying to make us look like fools.
That's what happens when you're successful as we are. You're a target.
Like Michael Vick.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he's successful, but he's a target.
We are victims. It's a new group I'm forming. All right, we'll take a break here. And when we return, it is time for America's most slanted, biased, and sometimes shallow newscast. It is unfair and unbalanced. It is well hung. It is tax-free. Eric Von Hessler has it all for you. He's freshly prepared a batch of News Jog, and it's coming up next.
You like news? You might hear some right now. It's the News Jog with Eric Von Hessler.
Covers America, covers the whole wide world.
Hold on.
You putting your wig on?
Yeah, I forgot it. The CW69 promo reminded me that I have to put on my
you want to look right
TV wig.
Exactly. You want to look right.
Yeah.
In that minute.
There's a right way to do things.
Yeah.
And there's a wrong way to do things.
Put on your wig.
All right. I'm all wigged up.
Do the news jog. Well, pull out your vuvuzelas. Oh, our vuvuzela got stolen. Well, if we
Yeah.
had one, I'd blow it now before I told you that for people who care about this sort of thing, there is going to be a final game. It's going to be on Sunday, and it's going to be between Spain and Netherlands.
See, this is why I wanted my mustaches back.
So you could look like a Spaniard?
Yeah. Don't they
Euro
wear
flair.
mustaches? Germany got beat. I can't believe
Everybody
that.
said Germany was the powerhouse.
So rigged. Listen, when you have
Spain's never won, I don't think.
Yeah.
They've never been to a final.
So rigged. Germany crushed. I mean, 4-0 is a crush.
Oh, yeah, that's like 32-1 in baseball.
That's right. It's exactly. It's like Celsius and Fahrenheit. If you have 0 in soccer, it's like having 32 in football.
You're spotted.
Something like
so
that.
really, this would be like a football game at 175-32.
And that's the problem with soccer. First of all, they score on the metric system. Secondly, the offsides penalty should be a thing of the past. Why do you have to have 2 guys behind you to make it fair? What?
Yep.
Let them police that. They should have a better defense. Let the 2 defensemen use their hands.
Now,
Or
what do
something
you
like
know
that.
about it? You're not a soccer fan. You're stepping in as a big, ugly, loud American.
That's why
deciding
hockey.
to tell the world this is how you should play soccer.
People come here to make things better. Let's make soccer better.
Yeah, let's make it better by getting rid of the offside penalty. Plus, hockey should do the same thing,
Yes.
too.
No icing. Stupid.
Yeah, it's a stupid
Yeah.
penalty. What, you can't go 60 feet down there?
I know.
I mean, come on. How hard is it to skate down there and get the friggin' puck?
I think in American soccer, you put in a kick clock or whatever, a shot clock or a kick clock. It would be so much more interesting, and
That's
it
a good
would take
idea.
it off of defense, and there'd be like 21-15 maybe. And
Yeah, that was the change that was made in basketball in, the 50s or 60s.
the 40s.
When they put a shot clock in. Because basketball was the most boring game ever.
It was
until
all
then.
defense.
People just threw the ball around, and, it was all defense.
Yeah, I remember growing up, college games were like, North Carolina Tar Heels beat the Maryland Terps 35-30. What? These guys are going to go to the pros soon? They better get up, get on the game.
Wake up.
Yeah, but and plus, on top of all these annoyances with the sport itself, it's run by a bunch of petty third world tyrants.
It's like the UN of sports.
Yeah, they cheat.
They must be fair. Everybody gets a chance, no?
Right.
Oh, you haven't lost yet? There's 25 minutes of lost time. Keep playing.
All right, how does that? That's so arbitrary to me. I still don't get how they.
Well, that's the weird thing is they just tack it on at the end of the game.
Why don't you just stop the clock?
Well, they don't. That's the thing is they tack it on later.
Why? I know what they do. Why?
Seabass looks like he has an answer.
Yes, Seabass. Why
it's
do they
very
do it
similar
that
to
way?
rugby because some injuries aren't worth a stopped clock. So this way you just blow through it. Now sometimes you say, hey, like if a guy falls down in the back of the field,
right?
Maybe he's really hurt. Maybe he can get up in 15 seconds. If they stop the clock every time, it would slow the game down even more.
Yeah, but when the ball goes out of bounds, they should stop the clock.
Yeah,
or does that happen too much?
No, because
so
that way
arbitrary.
then you can sandbag that way. You could pretend you're injured, or you could just kick it out every time. If if the Americans were down to that last second goal or that last second game versus whoever, they could have kicked the ball out instead of running and going
Which
for it.
is what we do in American football. Quite often you work the clock to get that last shot at winning the game. And guess what? It ends up some of the most exciting games we've ever seen are because the clock is being worked like that, whether it's in basketball or football or anything.
Stop the clock. If we can do it, why can't they? I mean, just take your finger,
there's more
push
time.
stop, and then when the guy goes back inbounds in a relatively reasonable interval, you hit the start.
Just like an American.
It's like having a 2-minute offense running all the time. If you don't stop the clock, you don't know when it's going to end. So you better hustle because you don't know when your life's going to be over. So it makes it more frantic, more.
It's unsatisfying.
Are you telling me soccer is frantic at this point?
I'm saying that's the one thing they get right.
Hurry up, we have to tie.
Well,
rush
we
to
are in the
time.
minority because once we get to Sunday's game, over 3 million people will have watched the World Cup in a World Cup stadium. The attendance up over 3 million.
Yeah. And the Vuvuzelas will be. I hope that's the end of that.
I think that's just going to be one of those things we quaintly remember in 6 or 7 or 8 years.
It's coming here. It's coming here.
Yeah, because I found out it's not really a South African thing at all. It's not a South African tradition. It's been around for like 10 years. And so, I mean, if it were just a South African tradition, I can say, oh, well, the next World Cup, we'll be rid of that nonsense.
Right.
But
I blew one at a Buffalo Bills game.
6:52. Sorry, Steve's not here. You'll do.
No, they have a bowling ball that they pour shots of real cheap fruity liquor in, and you do the shot out of the bowling ball like everybody else.
That's wonderful. That's what I love about upstate New York. You can drink out of bowling balls.
And then after you take the shot, you blow the vuvuzela, and then you go into the... And this is about
and
4
roll
years.
the ball down the
And the guy who does that also cooks pizza in the back of a Pinto.
That's what I call tailgating.
You know what? Next World Cup, I'm going to make the Purim Grogger. And shout Heyman all the time. And see if that catches fire.
Amen.
Ever hear those Purim grinders?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Shalom. Just to use them for like a novelty thing for New Year's Day. It's a new year. I think I'll be annoying. Start the year off with the most annoying sound I can think of.
In case you didn't know, it's a new year. I hadn't heard the hype. Sorry.
What? They've done away with 2010?
I've been out of the loop. I didn't know it was a New Year's, honestly. Good. Thank you for the noise to remind me. Awesome.
But the big on stateside, the only sports story today is going to be the big special tonight at 9 o'clock. To me, this sounds like the dumbest thing ever, but there's going to be an hour-long special on ESPN, and that is where and when LeBron James is going to announce whether he's leaving Cleveland Cavaliers and if he is, where he's going.
I got to tune into that. That is a big deal, Eric, because it's nice to see most African Americans do not have. They don't have the time. They don't have the luxury of picking where they want to work. This is a big deal for them. So there's going to be high ratings, 1 hour to see where a free agent goes.
It just seems ridiculous.
It's very important, Eric. I don't think it's ridiculous at all. And really, you don't have an hour of your time to spare to see where LeBron James is going to work next year? You don't have... What is wrong with you?
Somebody tweeted yesterday he's going to announce he's going to Hendrick Motorsports, and I think it's a possibility.
Who tweeted that one?
I don't know.
Was it you?
Else. It wasn't me. Somebody else.
Funny.
Somebody on my little tweet thing.
Hendrick Motorsports. That's pretty good. But,
I don't know.
It's a big deal for the black community. Come on, right, LT? Where's LT? Come step up to the microphone. I want to ask your opinion.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong about this.
Not remotely. But,
most black men, you will admit, do not have the luxury of picking where they want to work.
Oh, that I can agree, but no, it's not the black community that is obsessed with where LeBron James is going. It's the four-letter network. They're the ones pushing this.
ESPN.
It's ESPN. They're not a news station anymore. They're purely entertainment, just like MTV.
Like news.
Just like your news, really.
So they are news.
Well, you're right. They're in the marketing business. So you're saying that most people really don't care, but if they put it on, they'll tune
I'm
in.
telling you is, do I care? Am I interested? Yeah, I think I want to find. I don't know. He's one of the two best players that we have right now. I'm interested, but you know what, Larry? I could wake up tomorrow morning and find out and be perfectly fine.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm a sports nerd.
What's wrong with you? You're what?
I'm a sports nerd, and I'm not going to watch that crap.
No, you're not watching.
Nah.
But Brett Favre is hosting it.
Is he going to tell us what he's going to do as well, or is that?
I'm going to play next year. I don't know.
Wow. Well, you know what? I tell you what. You're right about one thing. It doesn't matter where he goes. It's either going to be, I guess, Miami looks better now than Cleveland.
It's going to be Miami, New York, or Cleveland.
I think New York is. Out of the loop.
With Chicago as a sort of possibility.
Yeah. But no matter where he goes, this bastard better win a championship. I mean, that's what people are...
right.
He's putting the pressure on himself, and I admire him if he can... he would have won in Cleveland this year if his elbow didn't hurt.
Possibly. I don't think they had the team that the Lakers had. But,
I know, but he's a force.
He's a force, but
he's like two Kobes.
Got to be surrounded. Michael Jordan had a Scottie Pippen. You always got to have the other guy.
Why wouldn't he go to L.A. though? Why wouldn't he go out there and play if they
don't need him?
Yeah, but if they did, they'd never lose.
Well,
they've won 2 in a row, and they've got $9 billion. I mean,
they have enough deep bench. They don't need him.
I think the NBA would like him to go to New York. So I don't know how much that's weighing into it. The Knicks are one of those franchises that the league needs to come back.
They never win, ever.
They never win, and they've got a great fan base. They've got people who show up no matter if they win or lose, and it's New York City, and they really need to turn that around.
If the NBA was that interested, they'd install better management.
Oh, I'm Billy Crystal, and I'm here at the Knicks game.
And better fans.
Just got Botox.
All right, we have to take a break, and we get back. There's a whole Russian spy ring thing going on today, and it looks like there's going to be our first big spy swap since the Cold War days. That's going to happen very soon.
I'd like to swap with that sexy Russian.
I know. Have you seen the nude pictures
the
ever
femme
yet?
fatale.
She looks like Erica Campbell, your favorite porn girl. That's Tim's favorite online porn girl.
She's softcore.
That's how pretty she is. She only has to do softcore.
Erica Campbell, softcore?
Yeah, and retired. She's a born-again Christian. I'm up on my porn stuff, but I still fap to her. I mean, she's hot.
Yeah,
you can't deny it.
Yeah, her stuff is still out there.
Yeah.
I hope Jesus doesn't find it.
He doesn't care.
Pornopedia. That story plus all kinds of stuff, unemployment benefits, whatnot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this news jog for a new segment we call News Jog Retractions and Rebuttals. Where's LT? This is his moment. He's out of the room.
Smoke one of his cigars.
What is?
We told him to stay right here.
It's amazing. All right.
Sebastian sent him on a trip.
Oh, good thinking, Sebastian. Thank you so much. All right, we cancel News Jog Retractions. We're retracting the News Jog Retraction and Rebuttal segment.
It didn't happen.
And we will revisit it at perhaps a later date. Or not. Back to you, Von Hessler.
Bias? Check. Slanted? Check. News hat? Check. Time for the News Jog with Eric Von Hessler.
Well, 29-year-old Robert Edward Terrell Jr. of Villa Rica.
Hire him. They're all idiots.
29 years old.
I don't care what he's done.
Lives with his parents.
Oh, good.
And expects his mom to iron his clothes. At least he did the other day. He wanted her to iron his clothes.
Well, that's in the parent-son contract.
Beyond that, he pointed out to his mother it's a woman's place.
Well, he's right there.
Yeah.
Well, she refused. He pulled out a gun and took her hostage for 6 hours.
And the problem is, how can you take somebody hostage in your own home?
Well, when you have a gun to their head, you say you can't leave.
It's still their own home.
I mean, you may feel comfortable. It's better than it happening in a warehouse.
Where are they going to go?
A strange place.
Yeah, I mean, would you prefer she be held?
I mean, she goes about.
At Target?
She's only 51 years old. I'm sure she leaves her home and goes about. And for 6 hours, he removed her cell phone so she couldn't call anybody.
If it's not him, it's going to be her husband holding her back.
How long does it take to iron these clothes? That's what I want to know.
Right,
6 hours.
I mean, there is a need for iron clothes. I'm glad at least he recognizes he's not running around like a slob.
That's right. We have too much of that going on.
You know, a wrinkled shirt can be the difference between getting that job and not getting that job.
This is a story of a man who believes in hygiene and grooming.
Yeah.
And he's the bad guy? Well, there's the whole part about the gun to his mother's head. I'll give you that.
My wife won't.
But it started well.
My wife won't iron my shirts, and because of it, we have higher energy costs because I have to throw I always have a pile after each laundry. Mm-hmm. So inefficient.
You throw it in for fluff or something for food?
Yeah, I put on the wrinkle release cycle. First of all, I had to go out and get a machine that had a wrinkle release segment on it, and that cost a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you're drying your clothes essentially twice for every wash that you give it. That's a huge waste of energy. So all you have to do is pick up an iron. That's all you have to do.
Just take it down to the dry cleaners.
I mean, I'm not holding her hostage over it. In fact, I may release her from her obligation someday. But
for now, there's a standoff.
Yeah. It's a Mexican standoff.
There's going to be a big Cold War era type of spy swap, apparently. it really seems like these stories started with this might happen to, this is going to happen to, maybe it already happened. Nobody quite knows, but we've got these 10 Russians that were busted last week. Supposedly they're going to be in court today.
Yeah.
Along with that gal who was the
whore?
The femme fatale. It's
yeah,
not
she was
whore.
like a hooker.
She's a patriot for her country.
Yeah, she's a whore.
If you knew she was a hooker, a spy, would you still have sex with her?
Would I have to pay for it, or is it free?
Either way.
Free.
Oh, of course.
Just keep your mouth shut, right?
I don't care.
I don't have to mutter state secrets while I'm...
Yeah.
I would use
Yeah, you can choose not to mutter state secrets.
I'd say, hey, keep the politics to yourself. I'm here
What if she fell in love with you? But you knew you were a spy.
She was a spy, you see. And so she wouldn't be
I'd turn
talking
her
politics
in after
like
I had
that.
sex with her.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Best of both worlds.
It's like a Southside Steve move. I turned her in.
I turned her in after I turned her out.
Hit it, turn
Well,
stick and move. First, I'd say, if I found out before the sex, I'd say, oh, I found out this about you. You're a hot little Russian thing. Please me, and I won't say anything to the government.
Oh, see, then you're in on the conspiracy at that point.
Well, no, then I would go tell.
Oh.
So now the bigger picture, geopolitically, what is this? The spy thing seems
Well, what's
silly
going
to
on
me.
here is that what it looks like is both sides don't want trials for either because neither side wants information to come out in those trials. So best just to go, you take your 10, we'll take our 10. We all spy on each other. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, people think that, they say reminiscent of the Cold War era. We're still in a Cold War, and most wars are cold from here on out.
Right.
Very few wars in the future will involve civilian casualties. Look at the war. I mean, we've been in Afghanistan how many years? 9? 10. Something, a world record. Casualties, far less than Vietnam in half the years.
Yeah, Vietnam's
Far less.
52,000, and I think it's about 4,000
Yeah.
in Afghanistan.
So and that combines Iraq too, doesn't it?
No. That's about the
That's
same
its
in
own
Iraq,
numbers.
too.
But
Something just under 10,000.
Funny we don't hear
Iraq
about
and
those numbers on a
Afghanistan.
daily basis like we used to.
Because we have a good guy as president.
Yeah,
We're
one
doing
good
everything
guy.
he can.
Another one person was killed in Iraq today.
Yeah, that was big news in the Bush era. Big news.
Yep.
Another one person. Another one guy accidentally fell off a plane that happened to be going to war. Bush impeachment.
Yeah.
Due any day now.
Warmonger.
So I guess the reason you do these spy swaps is everybody says, it's in the best interest of both sides that none of this gets out.
Is that an ABC TV show now?
Russian spy swap?
Yeah. Spy. And
Look
you see
here,
what it's
my
like.
home.
Yeah, like you look see what the Russians are doing in America and what the Americans
Right,
are doing in
yeah.
Russia and how they're holding up with the different cultures.
Well, we have...
Move that bus! They'll be crying. Move that spy bus! They chant.
They're communists! They're communists!
We're talking about bad Russians. I want to bring up the Grammy Award-winning musician.
There's no
Mikhail-
such thing as bad Russian, by the
Well,
way.
No. Well,
a
there
load
is.
dropped is a load dropped.
Hang on. Joe?
Yeah,
Big
okay.
Fat Joe? That
Yeah.
would be bad Russian.
I'm talking about with women. Okay. No such thing.
This is a bad Russian.
Okay.
Grammy Award-winning musician Mikhail Pletnov. I remember him winning a Grammy in like 2004, 2005.
I'm a few bars of Pletnov.
Pletnov. He won a Grammy for, I think, Peter and the Wolf.
Oh, Peter on the Wolf.
Remember when I
That's
don't know
so
why
hack.
I remember this guy accepting his award.
It's
It was-
such hack classical. It's
Yeah.
like quasi. It's like
It's like smoke on the water for the classical world.
right.
Anybody can play it.
It's faux classical hack. It's like the Kenny G of classical music. Peter and the Wolf.
Well, this guy is the actual conductor of the official Russian orchestra, the whole deal. He's a hero.
Yeah.
Spends a lot of his time in Thailand, they say. He's got a couple of homes there.
Here we go.
Some
Here we
business.
go.
Where's this going?
Down the boy sliding board.
Some business interest.
Right into a pile of boys.
And now there's somebody who's the temerity to allege that he had sex with a 14-year-old Thai boy.
Oh, that poor
Who'da
guy's.
thunk?
Oh, his career is over before I even knew who the hell he was.
I don't care where you live. If somebody tells you, yeah, I got a couple homes in Thailand, spend about 6 months there a year. Immediately, you're suspicious on mine.
I would.
We're going to have a...
Want to spend one night in Bangkok? See, that's no. You got to say no.
Makes a hard man humble.
Yeah.
For a reason.
I've been humbled with my hardness.
U.S. plans a cyber shield for utilities and other companies.
I saw this on Drudge, and what is it? It's first of all, they give it a creepy name.
Perfect Citizen is the
Right.
name of the program.
Oh, come on.
Why don't they just name it the Stepford Citizen?
Yeah.
It's to detect cyber assaults on private companies and government agencies running critical infrastructure. You know,
Now,
the
what does
electrical
that mean,
grid,
Eric?
nuclear power plants, things like that.
Let me tell you.
Because there's an idea that at some point terrorism is going to jump to the cyber, and they're going to realize we don't have to bomb that thing. Let's just take it down. Let's just take it offline.
Who's going to get killed by cyber terrorism on the
Yeah,
internet?
and nobody. Here's the thing. This is a solution in search of a problem.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about we're going to be cyber attacked. They're going to get the electrical grid. If they could have, they would have already. Al Qaeda is down to about 100 ragtags. They're decimated. Al Qaeda is finished. And this is
counting
just
chickens there, pal.
No, this is an excuse.
All it takes is one bomb and one food court.
This is an excuse for. I fear bombs and terrorism more than I fear a cyber attack. Who cares about a cyber attack? We'll be fine with a cyber attack. If the cyber attack is the worst a terrorist can do,
I'm assuming all the military stuff is taken care of.
Super encrypted.
Right,
Please believe me.
Because that's the idea: is you don't want to be blind for 25 minutes on the world stage. See what I'm saying? But I'm guessing that stuff is already taken care of.
But what we see, what the consumer sees, is vastly different from what's really going on. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. They're dealing with, I'm telling you, controlling space now. Forget about Earth. We've got the Earth down pat. Space is the next.
Well, how do we control space if we're cutting all of our programs in space?
We're not.
We cut Constellation.
Well,
that was a big program.
They're saying that. But trust me.
George W. Bush said we're going to Mars. Obama got in there and said, not so much.
No.
We're going to Jupiter, Mars, and
beyond.
I'm building a house on Pluto.
Barack Obama, man, he's losing his independence. That's how he got elected, was independent voters. And now this is a Gallup poll. This isn't one of those sort of blogosphere, right-wing, kind of things. Has him under 40% polling with independent voters. And that is not good. Because that's his winning margin right there.
Well, what would the numbers be like if the media reported on any of his crap accurately?
Well, that'd be good.
Like half of his crap. Just half of it.
There's so many things that just kind of go away.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I really thought this thing about, bullying people out of primaries and Senate races. I thought this is a real scandal.
Yeah.
This is really going to take off. The media cannot ignore this. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently they can ignore it.
They have the capacity to ignore everything.
It doesn't involve Sarah Palin. They're not going to talk about it.
I mean, remember Bush's attorney general? If that guy, flushed the toilet the wrong way, there was 3 weeks of hearings.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What was his name? I can't remember his name now.
Alberto
Gonzalez. Right. He fired 4 people in Las Vegas. It was a 3-year investigation.
I heard that even blacks are 90% in favor. And that sounds like I'm making a joke, but that's down. It's usually 98, 99, 100, 105 if you count the dead people from the unions. But he's down to 90% with the black
dead people from the unions, which I think is really telltale.
It was I saw another number. It's white Republicans, 17% approval. It's that's too high.
Well, there are liberal Republicans.
Come on.
It's not even strange, but there are
liberal Democrats like them that much anymore. What do you do? Seriously, if you're a white Republican who's saying, I approve of President Obama.
Why are you a Republican?
Well, why are you even white? just get a dye injection.
There are white Democrats who like the president.
I know, but the combination is just it's absurd.
I wonder what the percentage of log cabin or black Republicans is as far as being favorable to Obama.
I think probably in the beginning it was pretty high, but then since then it's just gone away.
The gays are starting to really hate him because they understand he embraces the Muslimism. And
when does he embrace the Muslim? I listen to this guy talk all the time.
Hang on a minute.
You either see it or you don't.
Allahu Akbar.
It's 5 times a day, right?
Allahu Akbar.
It's his middle name.
Allahu Akbar.
My middle name's Vaughn. I'm not a Nazi.
Yes, you are.
It's right there in your name.
Right. Jackass. I mean,
if you're a Muslim, you pray
have
5 times a day.
heritage.
This simple. If you are a Muslim, practicing Muslim, you pray, you stop wherever you are 5 times a day. If you don't, you are not.
That's not true. That's like saying to be a Jew, you have to go to synagogue every Friday and Saturday.
To be a practicing Jew.
I'm a Jew. I would practicing.
You were born a Jew.
Everything has to have a qualifier.
I was born a Catholic, but am I a Catholic? No.
Yes, it's in your blood. I don't know how it works. But he's a Muslim, and Muslims understand. Gays understand that intelligent gays.
Well, wait a minute. How can he be gay if he's a Muslim?
Because that's why he's having problems. He's hiding from himself.
Oh.
He's both. He's he was raised as a Muslim and he feels guilty. It's like a conflict, an inner conflict, because he's.
This guy very well.
All that.
I read a lot about it. I mean, it's out there.
Communist.
You either choose to read it or you ignore it.
Well, I mean, you get so deep in the
blogosphere.
blogosphere, it's just choir.
I'm reading. I like to read about different things and people from different points of view. There's a great website by a bunch of gay Democrats who hate Barack Obama, and now they love Sarah Palin. Check it out. It's very interesting reading.
Well, she's very campy. I knew the gays would come along very quickly with Sarah Palin.
Yeah, but they like her for political reasons,
It can't
too.
be long before it's a
If you start investigating Palin, be careful because you'll end up on Levi Johnson's sister's blog.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the biggest piece of warble you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, Levi Johnson apologizing.
Yeah,
by
I
the
know,
way,
but
to,
now the sister is going after it. They made him do it.
Look at Tim Andrews. He used to despise Sarah Palin, and now in 6 months, and he's getting crap for it from his liberal douchebag family.
No, they'll come after you.
Yeah, he's how
More my friends. My family doesn't care, but my friends really like, what are you doing? Come on.
Come on.
Don't leave us.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not going to vote for her. I just don't hate her. How hard is that?
That's a good point.
Jon Stewart of The Daily Show, his staff members, he has 30 female staff members.
John Leibowitz, you're talking about?
Is that his real name?
Yeah. Jon Stewart Leibowitz.
Jon Stewart Leibowitz. Apparently, there was a story that was run that got into the idea that there's sexism is rampant.
Oh, my
on
God.
the set of Daily Show.
That
You have
can't
comedy
happen.
writers.
They're liberal comedy writers, so there's no sexism.
First of all, if anybody's been around any comedy writers, you know there's sexism in the house.
They love women. They're not looking at porn all day on their computers and then smoking dope and writing sketches out their ass. No.
Supposedly, so now 30 of the female staffers, including newly hired correspondent Olivia Munn, who was hired over from G4.
Oh, she's hot.
She is pretty.
Yeah. Andrews, that's one of his good big stroke people.
She's not my favorite lady of tech, but she's up there.
You like Morgan Webb?
I used to like Morgan Webb. There's a lady named Lisa Bettany who is just unbelievably beautiful.
She hot?
There's yeah, beautiful, just beautiful.
She's not as hot as Leo Laporte.
Well, he's just
No.
sexy. He's the king. But anyway, so they've released an open letter basically saying it's not true. There's no sexism here. This is the 30 female staffers.
I don't find that. I don't follow. What's the
Supposedly, according to this article that was written, which this is responding to, the female correspondents don't last long. There's a big turnover with women, whereas the guys stay over the years. And some of ex-staffers, females who are out of a job, have been complaining that it was a boys' club. I got news for you. If there are comedy writers, it's a boys' club. Now you're either a chick who can deal with that and excel in that world, or you're not.
Like Tina
That's that
Fey?
simple.
Tina Fey, for example?
Tina Fey
Right.
walked in, took over. I mean,
She's actually funny. Most women are not funny, and they get by on their sass. Like Janine Garofalo is one of the ugliest broads on the planet, and she's not funny.
No,
but she's
she never has
sassy,
been.
and
she's not afraid to say it, whatever it is she's saying.
Well, men are afraid of her. That's why they kowtow to her. But deep inside, there's not a single man who is a heterosexual in Hollywood who thinks Janine Garofalo wouldn't be worth playing skeet shooting with. Taking a pot shot at her. Put her in the skeet. Throw her up in the air. They'd love to do that.
Pull!
Yeah. And those Daily Show writers, for all their liberal, weenie political underpinnings, they're just as whorish as any other Republican male. They all like the same things.
Oh, look, there's a
male.
really good
Right.
comedy
We're
writer.
all men. That's what,
Are
yeah.
almost always some of the darkest souls you'll ever meet. It's just that way. I don't know
Right.
why, but it's just that way. I had a friend of a friend once who's a writer, and this guy couldn't have sex with women for 2 years. You want to know why?
Because he was gay.
No, had nothing to do with that.
Why?
Because he couldn't get over the thought that they were constantly producing excrement. Wow. So I'm telling you, this is
You got that
this is
kid-
the
you got a
mind of
number?
your average comedy writer.
Not mine.
Yeah, I'd like to call him.
Let's get him on.
What's his name? Yeah, I think he should be outed.
This was like in the 90s.
What's
I
up,
don't
Poop?
even know if he's still around.
Ken Ober.
He used to write for Mad TV.
We'll just say it's Ken Ober.
Yeah,
he's
he's
dead.
dead.
He can't
He's
respond.
dead. Somebody wrote for Mad TV.
Yeah.
Will Sazzo?
Don't know.
It's T-Shawn Shannon.
No, we walked past this guy and he talked to him on the street corner, and then when we're done, we walked past. Oh, this guy's crazy, man. Can't have sex with women because they're always producing poop. And finally, the San Francisco Department of Public Health is the first in the country to set regulations for pot brownies and chronic milkshakes.
Sweet.
Regulations?
Regulations because these dispensaries where you get the medicinal marijuana, apparently they're putting out the pot brownies and other items as well.
Oh.
They're quite popular, but the problem is that people go home, they leave them laying around, and then the 5-year-old comes along and says, oh, a brownie, eats it, and then you've got an emergency. So they've had to regulate, I guess, how... Less regulations than just basically telling you
more
to store them
regulations
properly.
and less responsibility. How about this? Arrest anybody who lets their youngster, or don't. If you let your youngster eat a pot brownie, that's your problem. It's not the dispensary's problem to label and warn and
now
you have a government mandated dosage.
Yeah.
I mean, the point of having the chronic milkshake, or one of the fine points of having a chronic milkshake, I haven't had one myself, but I would understand that
Sounds pretty cool, though.
Part of the appeal is the liberty.
Yeah.
You're free to put whatever you want in your milkshake.
When you put pot in your snacks, you're killing two birds with one stone.
Right. You're instantly satisfied on all levels. You've just taken an hour of arduous satisfaction finding, and you've just boiled it down to like maybe 3 minutes.
The snack is getting me high. This is heaven.
But people approach these pot brownies with one thing in mind. I want to experiment with what would happen if I put this substance in that substance. And you know what? I'll bear the brunt of the consequences. I'll take the responsibility. That's the contract we have with our government. Leave me alone and let me figure it out. And if I screw up, I won't be asking you for help. I'll take responsibility.
But
and
what
bankrupt
about
myself.
the children if you
Yes.
screw up?
Well, then you can arrest me because they're children. They can't decide for themselves.
Well, now no dispensary can make hot or cold dependent foods like milkshakes or ice cream without a special permit from the San Francisco Public Health Department. I'm guessing it's not that difficult to get that permit, but
we get it. You don't like pot, government. Okay, so but we do.
It's legal in California.
Yeah.
It's the only reason left to go live in California is that basically pot is legal.
That's it.
You got to jump through a couple of hoops.
As long as
And
they
then
have
it's legal.
snack foods available that aren't taxed to the hilt.
I want to put mine in combos. That'd be delicious.
Yeah, put some pot in combos.
Gross. Those are horrible to begin with.
It could only make them better.
Come on, nacho cheese, pot combos.
I want to be able to put it in my cupcakes. I want to be able to put it in my sprinkle it on my steak. I want to be able to put it in my Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Salt.
Fruity Pebbles
I want to put it in my Fruity Pebbles.
are the best.
I want to make a pot Fruity Pebble frappe if I wish. Government, so kiss my ass. Kiss my pot-covered ass.
And on that note, we are out of
Thank you.
time. If you'd like more of this nonsense, however...
Thank you, Eric. I'm spent.
You have an outlet. You can go to regularguys.com, click on the News Jog tab at the top of the page. Therein you'll find links to the stories we did. You'll also find links to the stories we didn't do. There's plenty more news. No more News Jog. We're done.
All right, we'll take a pause here.
Oh,
And
Google Proof Trivia is on its way.
Google Proof Trivia is coming up, Eric. You've ascertained that absolutely correctly. Just for playing, you'll get a $50 gift certificate from Solomon Brothers Fine Jewelers, one of our fine sponsors, and tickets to Chicago Doobie Brothers at Chastain Park on Monday. That's almost as good as seeing Yacht Rock. Honest to God, almost as good.
You're going right to the source is what you're doing.
888-9-REGULAR is the number if you want to be the 10th caller to play Google Proof Trivia. 888-9-REGULAR 973-4852. Sponsored by Solomon Brothers Fine Jewelers. Google Proof Trivia is next.
Fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Let's do it. Oxygen Financial is the name of the firm. It's headed up by two fine Jewish gentlemen. One of them, I don't know, some combo. Ted Jenkins.
Kyle Lewinsky.
Kyle Lewis here from Oxygen Financial. The number is 888-9-REGULAR 973-4852. If you want to contact these gentlemen right now and get out of your fiscal mess, or at least take the steps to get out of your mess. And before we get to your calls for Ted and Kyle, yesterday I was out at the office at Oxygen Financial.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out because they have the oxygen in the front lobby, which is always a picker-upper.
Flavors and whatnot.
They have just the most beautiful women in the office.
That is correct.
They hire the...
Not Russian spies.
Could be. Could be.
Well, okay.
If they were, they'd be highly effective.
I have my suspicions about the one with the needles in her shoes. But anyway, the stiletto in her heel's a little too stiletto-y, if you know what I mean. She's very seductive. So I was over there yesterday, and Ted told me this. We were having a discussion about 2011 because that's when all the tax raises come in. That's when all the health care taxes.
And the
kick
Bush tax cuts go away, so
Right.
you get a double whammy.
A triple whammy, in fact. In some cases, a quadruple.
Wait a minute. I'm ready for a double whammy.
You're getting more. Ted, tell Eric
No whammies.
what you told me.
Well, one of the big things people will have to start to look out for is in Bill 3590, which is now passed into law, is that when you're...
Which bill is that? The
Well,
Obamacare?
was just part of the Obamacare.
Oh, just a small part.
Small part of it.
Sliver,
It's
a
part of the
portion.
acupuncture is that when your employer pays for your health insurance. So, for example, Larry, if your health insurance costs $5,000 and your employer pays for $4,000 and you pay for $1,000, that $4,000 will now become taxable income to you in 2011 without you making any more money.
And so you're
that's
liable.
a tax hike. That's a tax hike.
It's not how the government would call it to be a tax
but
hike. They would say
effectively, it's a tax hike.
it's just a redefinition of.
Yeah.
That's not an increase in taxes.
It's just that you're going to pay more taxes.
How much would it
But
cost?
it's going to impact everyone.
Well, tell our listeners how would it impact them, for example.
Well, you have a family of what, 3, 4? How many people are on your health plan?
3.
Cumulus. So you have 3 people on. You have 3 people on your Cumulus.
Legitimately.
Yeah,
Steve's
that I
not
know
here.
of. Yeah, Steve is the one with all the.
Yeah, he puts in like 19 or something to start
Yeah.
off. He has some sort of strategy.
He wants
I
to
don't
take advantage of the abortion care. You can understand. Without
know. No, his philosophy is give me all my money now, I'll pay you at the end of the year because I'll use that money better than you will. That's his philosophy. So he pretends he's got 19 people and then he tells the truth at the end of the year.
Okay, so anyway, a guy.
Well,
I have 3.
most people only pay attention to what they're paying for health insurance. They don't really care necessarily what their employer is paying. And so let's say the total cost is $600 a month for your health care for your family.
Okay.
You have to pay some part of that. Let's say you're paying $150 of that. So you have $450 a month that Cumulus is on the hook for.
Right.
Well, next year, that is now taxable income to you.
And depending what bracket, and most people would be in higher brackets.
Exactly.
So they're going to have to
So
pay
say
an
there's
extra.
another $6,000 of taxable income, which is going to be taxed at the highest rate wherever you fall.
Right.
So effectively, you could pay another 30 or 40% on that.
Oh,
it's another $18,000,
Yeah, Larry,
$1,800 to $2,000.
People should be mad, really mad. We're really mad, and you got to figure out strategies how to beat this. Because
How do you beat it?
if you make $80,000, and all of a sudden you have a family like Kyle said of 5, 3 kids, married couple, and now you have $90,000, you had to come up with another $3,000 or $4,000 of money. There's your food bill.
Right.
There's your gas bill, and on top,
So you're
of
not
it,
getting any extra cash,
No,
but
no,
your
There's
health
no-
benefits are being taxed as cash,
Right.
And therefore you have to come up with that extra cash in taxes. It's like winning a car on The Price is Right. Yeah, you've won a car, but you got to pay the government $4,000 in taxes to pay for that prize because it's income.
Well, since we've been doing How to Get Rich, we have said that the government would have to find a way how to pay for all of this debt. It's not going to be in all the obvious things, the tax hikes that you see. It's going to be in all these small little redistribution strategies.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's
and you have to
0.5% on this. It's 0.9% tax on that. Little thing on the exchange over there. And at the end of the day, it's the middle class that's paying most of it.
Well, look at the public education system. So people say, oh, there's public and private. There are no public schools anymore. The federal government and the state doesn't give the University of Georgia any money. That's why you had tuition increases of 11% last year. You're going to see it. You're going to see it in places like that aren't maybe in your face.
Right. Well, on top of it, what's coming right behind this is that most people at large companies have the ability to do something called a flexible spending account, which is to put away pre-tax money for things like medical care.
We have that here in HSA.
Yeah, $5,000 a year. That's going to end up going down to $2,500. So you have the tax on the health insurance and the decrease of that sort of freebie that you had to a certain extent creates higher tax liability. Without tax management, and Kyle said this for the last several months, it's going to be a lot more important than asset management over the next decade. And this is just the beginning of it.
And
With
people laugh at me.
what Ted just described.
Yeah.
For a family of 3 that's making $100,000, that's an extra $300 a month roughly in tax liability to them.
Right.
That's over the edge for a lot
And
of
you
people.
talk about strategies to combat this, and I know there's a lot of financial ones, but here's one. People laugh at me, and they mock me, and they say, you're obsessed. But I'm telling you, health, getting on a freaking treadmill and stop eating crap, that's one of the best tax strategies that you have, because the less you're using these healthcare things, the less you need them, and you can stay out of excessive taxation. You just get the bare minimum. Like an HSA is still enough.
See, but the problem is, to avoid all this, you need to quit making money.
Okay, that's another.
They're going to come at you. They're going to come out because half the people that voted
Right.
last time didn't
You have to
pay
hide your-
taxes. And so now, there's no way that's just not going to work. Sir.
Besides getting exercise and eating right, what is an immediate thing people can do now to plan? Because this is coming in 5,
Well, I
6
think, Larry,
months.
I think the biggest thing is that at the fourth quarter of this year, if you're not looking at your withholdings,
Exactly.
what you're actually taking out of your paycheck, when 2012 comes at the end of 2011 and you've not adjusted it at all, you'll end up getting this big tax liability and saying, what happened to me?
Yeah.
So you and most people don't. Most people sign up at work. They say I'm married 3 or single 2, and they never change it again.
I changed mine to like 20.
Right.
That's too much. I'm going to back it down. But you're saying increase your withholding and keep more of your money. Don't look forward to a refund, because that means you're.
Well, I think the point he's trying to make is if you don't sit down and look at it, you're not going to realize that you have this higher tax liability. And most people don't. They don't have.
Right.
Particularly right now in this recession, they don't have an extra $3,000 or $4,000 laying around that they can just write a check to the government.
Eric, that'll be interesting. In 2012, as you know, what's going to happen in 2012?
Well, the world ends.
The world's
on
supposed
December
to end.
21st.
Before that, we'll have a presidential election.
Well, that's correct.
And the
in
guy
November.
running for president is the one who's going to make people look at their tax returns in April of 2012.
Yes.
And say, oh, my God, what happened? I'm not voting for that animal. That's
well,
crazy.
look, people do get reelected. So I'm not so sure. I remember Rush Limbaugh's big countdown to the end of Bill Clinton's administration, the first 4 years, and he beat the crap out of the Republicans.
Yeah,
because you want to know why? Because the economy looked good. And there's always a chance, even within all this, and I think you guys will agree with me, there's always a chance that in a bubble for 2 or 3 months around the election, the economy could look good, even though
What do you say to
it's
that,
as unhealthy as could be.
What do you say to that?
I say that if you're a good spin doctor, you can make any picture look really good.
Right.
And, and
There's no way to spin
I was going to
this
say,
ball.
Rush is not going to do well in this new health plan. It's not going to be good for him.
Why is that?
Because he's overweight.
Not
Very
anymore.
overweight,
He just lost weight.
No, he's still.
I don't think there's any way
he's
this
not good,
administration recovers. I think they're too far gone. I
Yeah.
think too many people that supported him.
Bill Clinton at least did
Well, they've
something.
lost. I mean, he's lost the independence, and that's what it's all about. I
You know what
agree
it was?
with that.
I'm
but-
glad to see that y'all had Karen Handel on this morning. I
Yeah.
don't think people understand the significance of our governor's race this fall. A lot of this health care bill pushed a lot of the issues down to the state level. And so you're going to need really smart people in there managing. I mean, it's an extra $1 billion expense over 5 years.
Right.
I mean, Georgia's.
And it's something Georgia's told.
We're not all that good fiscally in the
Yeah.
first place.
Right.
And we're just told, you got to do it.
Yeah,
By law, you
they're
figure
given,
it out.
They're given there's
Right.
no choice, and so the citizens of the state are going to end up having to pick up that expense. And I
See,
don't know
I
that
just
people
decided
are
this is the
thinking
way I look
about
at it. This is the way I look at things. The
That's
next
a big
10
deal.
years, it's rain and poop. Next 10 years.
I thought it was going to rain oil. I thought that was oil, sir. I didn't know it was going to be poop.
All right, 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. If you'd like to ask a question of Ted and Kyle of Oxygen Financial. And we start with Kim in Bacon, Georgia, Petitong.
Hey there, how you doing?
Good, what's going on?
Not a lot. Just had some questions for Ted.
Okay.
All right. So about 2 years ago, I had a big hospitalization with my 6-year-old daughter. Ends up that she was denied for pre-existing conditions. And basically, we put ourselves into about $45,000 worth of medical debt. And we've appealed multiple times to the health insurance company saying, she was born with this and it is a pre-existing condition, but this is something that, we've treated since birth. And we've been denied again and again and again. And this is the only
what is
mark on
it?
our credit
If
that
you
is
don't-
getting us.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the condition?
It's a really rare condition called cystic hygroma.
Cystic hygroma.
Yeah.
And what is that exactly?
Basically, instead of lymph nodes, she has cysts that build up with bacterial fluid.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So it's a big deal, and she was trached and, ventilated for quite a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a big deal.
All right, so now
And
that costs you
we-
$45,000.
Yeah, well, that's what we owe now.
Okay.
We've paid about $15,000 of that down.
And what is your question for Ted and Kyle?
Is there anything else that we can do to sort of just try and get this down other than paying on it for just basically the rest of our lives?
How did you pay the bills? The bills actually coming from the hospital and the doctors?
The bills are coming from the hospital and the surgeons that worked on her.
Okay, one thing to know is that, when they bill you out $1, they're never really going to get $1 from the insurance company. And so one thing you may be able to say to them is that I'm not in a financial position to be able to pay for this, but if you would agree to a set amount of debt around this and we make a payment plan, can we negotiate a lower amount, or otherwise you might not get paid? So an example here is if you owe $30,000, you'd say, look, if you agree to drop this amount to $18,000, I'll agree to make a set payment plan with you, and let's negotiate it as a clean debt, report it as a clean debt paid on my credit record, and that would probably be a decent strategy, because you have to remember, otherwise, if they can't get the cash from you, they're not going to make any money, and they're still a business.
Exactly.
You know, and the other side of that is if they won't negotiate, just pay them something, but make it a de minimis amount so you're paying on the debt.
Right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the worst thing you do is not pay. I know somebody who had a $45,000 thing a couple of years ago, negotiated it down to $15,000.
Wow.
Exactly the way you're talking about, because they weren't going to get any money if they weren't going to get money out of him.
Yeah.
And they negotiate with the insurance companies.
I think the number is 35 or 37% is the refund rate from the insurance companies. So there's something to work with.
Yeah, and one thing to know is that the reimbursement rates are dropping for a lot of hospitals, and it's causing, challenges for their own profit margins. So they don't want to not get the money from you. And then you got a good opportunity to go in and say, let's make a fair deal. Don't ruin my credit, and see if you can operate that way.
Okay.
All right, good luck,
All
Tim.
right. Thanks a lot.
Sure thing. 888-9-REGULAR. This is Scott incoming, Petite Tong.
Petite Tong, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Not much. I was actually reading yesterday, and just wanted to get some feedback on this about HSAs and FSAs you're talking about, that starting next year, that you will not be able to use those accounts to pay for prescription medication and prescription drugs, on top of the fact that some of the pre-tax dollars are going down. Have they heard about any of that, or is that true?
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I've read. They're constricting everything around a lot of that. So they're dropping from the 5,000 to the 2,500, and they're being a little more specific about what they will or won't allow you to pay for.
So, okay.
Let's make a distinction. An FSA is different than an HSA.
Right.
An HSA
What's the
is a
difference?
health savings account, which is a way to deal with your medical insurance.
Mm-hmm.
The flexible savings account is just a way to pre-bank dollars on a pre-tax basis
You can pay
to use for things
nursing
like
or-
medical care.
Right.
Okay.
What they're doing
Or
on the health
childcare.
savings accounts, what he's talking about is that when those things were set up, they were designed to be able to go away pre-tax, and then the money could come out for anything, vision, dental, all kinds of medical expenses. And the pamphlet the IRS put out was really liberal. And what they're starting to do is constrict the back-end expenses like prescription drugs that can come out of the
So
health
how do I
savings
pay for
accounts.
I just got a prescription. It was X number of dollars. I swiped my health savings account credit card or debit card, whatever. Approved. Done. I don't pay for it out of my checking account. Pay for it out of the health savings account. That's what it's there for. So what do I do now?
Well, it's just not going to be allowable as a dollar that would go away pre-tax and then come out tax-free to pay for that expense. So it's not that you can't use those dollars. It's just not going to be able to use it where you get the full tax advantage.
That sucks.
Meaning that may be taxable to you.
And then the prescription will go up. I need this medication. I'll die without it. Oh, my.
Whoop-de-doo. I guess you're going to die.
You're cold. Cold man.
We got a whole country to run here, pal.
Larry,
It's not
we're-
all about you.
Must be a Democrat.
I think we're still a believer, though, that if you really look at your medical records when you go into open enrollment this year, you have choices at work or on your own about whether to do the traditional HMO, PPO type plan or get a health savings account. And you're really going to need to analyze those records to make a good decision for your family finances about what's the right medical plan. And very few people come open enrollment time, analyze that decision. They click the button the night before open enrollment is done and check off what they did last year.
Right.
Or they do whoever's sitting next to him in the cube beside him.
Yeah,
What are
that's
you
what I
doing?
do. I look at Eric's cube, and I copy off his
I'm doing
cube.
the copying.
The good news in all this, and this is my feeling. I don't know what you guys think, because you check out the same scuttlebutt. But I think that a combination of voters, courts, and technology are going to make this whole thing moot. The whole Obamacare thing. It's just going to be dismantled piece by piece, those three things. But in the meantime, the next few years is going to be dicey.
It's going to take some time.
You
to
got to
do
stay
that.
on your game, right? Exactly.
And you're never going to get rid of all of it. I mean, some elements of it are going to
yeah,
remain.
but the smart people will
Right.
be, you're going to find, if you are paying attention to your own life, you will be able to live still a comfortable, happy life, and easier as the years go on if you do several things. And that involves some physical movement, and also staying on top of your situation, as Ted and Kyle have said.
I'm just going to.
I think there's some truth. I think there's some truth in what you say.
Or you could dodge the IRS.
I'm dodging the poop drops, Larry. For the next 10 years.
I mean, you know what we still have to remember: the country's broke.
Allegedly, yeah.
I mean, the country, allegedly.
Larry, I think you said the operative word. How many people out there have the time to look at all these bills and all of this information and make competent decisions to increase the bottom line of their family finances?
Not as many as we'd like. So where should they go?
Well, you know what? We're the guys that know how to separate the egg from the yolk, and we're good at it.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know?
You run a place, right?
I know how this deal works. You got to separate the egg from the yolk, and come see us. I mean, we just know this is what we do every day. We're looking at these tax laws every single day to figure out how to help people put more money in their pocket and increase their bottom line.
Right. Shouldn't I just pay all my taxes at the highest rate just to be a patriot?
You can do that.
I'd say you could choose that, or
it's a choice.
Choose the Wesley Snipes plan.
Do we have time for one more? No, that's it. All right. Deborah says no.
What if it was the best call of all time? No?
We're just going to have to leave that to a better show.
I guess so.
All right. Thank you, Ted and Kyle.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
If people couldn't reach you here, where can they reach you?
Hey, if you want our booklet we put together on how the healthcare bill will crush your taxes and what to do about it, you can go to oxygenfinancial.net or call our offices this morning at 770-777-0427. Do not get crushed by this healthcare bill.
Do not. Get out of the way. Let others get crushed, not you. Ted Jenkin, Kyle Lewis, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Great seeing you. We'll take a pause here. We'll get a douchebag update and dive into the email bucket. Danger Woman is coming up soon, and comedian was a female, now a male comedian. If you can wrap your mind around that. Ian Harvey, he's going to be at the Laughing Skull. I don't know. Skull this weekend. Just go there, and you'll see somebody in not a dress doing comedy. That's all coming up here on the Regular Guys show. Now we're back. I'm sorry.
Start over again, Larry.
Start over again. Play that again, Deborah, because the Bacon listeners did not hear it. What a top act.
Well, it's St. Martin.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of entertainment. You're listening to the funniest man in St. Martin.
That was the song that got me crowned funniest man in St. Martin. But I just received notice from George Stein that his nephew did take an iPhone video of my rendition of Eye of the Tiger. Kind of a Danny Gans, William Shatner take.
I miss Danny Gans.
Yeah, he's dead. It's a sad thing. But I brought him back.
You did.
And we'll have that.
Suck almost as much as he did.
Almost.
In his wonderful but short life.
That'll be up on regularguys.com real soon and on the Regular Guys Facebook page. Let's turn. Speaking of top
comedians.
Top comic acts. Very confusing ones at that. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be he.
He.
Do you like to be called he now? It's official, right? You're a dude now.
It's official.
I gotta tell you though, you look like a dude. I mean, this isn't sounding like Chaz Bono.
Yeah, I know. You look like a dude.
Thank
hey,
you, Chaz.
Bono, nice to meet you. Ian Harvey, dude. That's a cool name. Why'd you pick Ian?
Why is she taking over he taking over this
Well,
interview?
because I guess it feels like she knows the subject a little bit better than you do. But I'm saying about Chaz Bono is, I look at Chaz Bono and I think neither male nor female.
Mermaid.
But you look like a dude.
Well,
you look like a guy.
I have to give it to Chaz because he's transitioning in the public eye, and you, in a couple of years, actually, you probably won't know. A couple of years ago, I didn't really look like this.
No,
so.
you look like a dude.
Yeah,
In fact, I thought the guy who's
like
with you was Ian Harvey. Marshall? Yeah, I thought Marshall Childs was Ian Harvey.
Actually, I was wondering if you guys were going to know which. Yeah, right. Yeah, poor Marshall.
So, what was your name before Ian?
My name, which, by the way, I'm totally cool answering this. Not everybody who's trans is cool answering this, but my name used to be Janet. I mean, do I look like a Janet?
No,
Look
you
at
do
me.
not.
No.
Janet from another planet.
Yeah, Janet doesn't really have sideburns and a little bit of a goatee.
Now, you say that. It's interesting because I don't know the protocols involved. Is that one of those? Don't ask the age, and don't ask what you're.
You know, some people. No, for some trans people, it's a kind of a painful topic. You know, they very much want to leave all that stuff behind.
This is uncharted. You got to understand.
Not for me. I talk about all that stuff on stage. So
Obviously, you're a comedian. This stuff comes out, the whole thing. Right?
You want to ask somebody something, ask me.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed he was a comedian. He's willing to talk.
Let me ask
But
you something.
I honestly don't know what the right questions are. Let's say it's a non-comic.
I can tell you the top three. The number one is.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, right.
Are you? I mean, that's a legitimate question. I think. No offense. You seem like a nice person.
That's a legitimate question for anybody. Not.
It
for
is
just
true.
trans
That is true.
people. I mean,
but you got to admit, if you weren't like this and you saw somebody, let's say somebody said, "I want to be a dog," you'd say, "You got a screw loose."
how is that even parallel? How is that even? I want to be a dog.
Becoming something that's different.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Here's what I think is that nobody. I say this on stage too, and I don't want to get all preachy, but nobody in this room feels.
You got a high
100%.
voice, dude. You need my stuff.
You need some juice. I got to get on that
get
juice.
preachy. Get preachy. That's what the microphones are for.
Nobody in here feels 100% okay about their body. If you could change something about your body, maybe you'd like more hair, or you know.
I love my body. I love myself.
Yeah. You
I'm a
love
narcissist.
every bit of your body.
No, there's a part of his body he wishes was had a little more.
But
I
if
do.
you could- if you
I wish I had new skin. Yeah.
New skin.
Yes.
I want more girth. Can that be done?
Yeah,
there's an operation.
It can actually. We can talk about that later. But
got a guy.
I think that's the common
you're a
bond
chick.
is that what we choose to do with it is different person to person. Like everybody has something about themselves that they maybe could wish they could snap their fingers, wiggle their nose, or whatever it is, and change about
Sure,
themselves.
but your whole gender. That's like.
It's a big step, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but you know
let's
what,
talk about
though?
okay. First
actually,
of all, we're not going to talk you out of it. So.
Women out there are getting. Women are getting. It's already done. It would be weird going back.
This isn't like
It
a
would be-
debate where you know what, you guys are right. I'm going to go back.
But think about women out there who get breast augmentations to feel more feminine
That's
in
right.
their
Yeah.
bodies.
You're right.
That's pretty friggin'
But they're becoming
trans.
more womanly.
That's pretty trans. What's that?
That's not trans. They're staying.
It is augmenting your body to make
More
it look
feminine.
like what you have a vision of yourself being. I agree with that line.
and to increase your femininity somehow. Because you somehow don't feel enough. Well, I didn't feel enough, so I took that stuff off so I could be more masculine.
Now,
So when I had triple D's, by the way.
What?
Oh, yeah, which every guy gets really mad when I say that.
Do you still have them anywhere?
Where are they?
Are they in a
you
closet?
can't. Which I've had women go, you know what?
Where's a
like,
good taxidermist?
couldn't you have like donated that stuff? And I'm like, really? You wanted my boob fat? Really? Really?
Well, I'm sure there's something good that can be done with that.
I really want some back pain. Can I have that?
So do you like chicks or dudes now? What is?
I have a girlfriend, and I've
So
always dated
you were
girls.
gay, but now you're heterosexual.
Yeah, I came out as a butch dyke, and I actually came out twice. First time I came out to my parents, I said I like girls, and I was a very masculine. I was a dyke, and I came out, and the second time I came out to my parents, I was like, I still like girls, and I want to be a dude. Yeah, you can imagine.
I was going to get to that.
And
now they're probably, everybody who knows you is used to it. But how was that, man? When you start going up to people saying, "I'm changing my sex"?
Well, I didn't just go up to people I didn't know and say
Right,
that.
You should have. That's a good start.
Yeah.
A little
So it's-
practice for
I
the
mean, the
past.
people in your life that have known you for years.
No, I just thought I would become a comic and just tell random people I don't know in audiences, like across the country. I'm just going to go to Kansas somewhere and tell people that I'm a trans because that would be safe. A bunch of people I don't know.
Yeah, they like Dorothy,
But,
sure.
Yeah. Actually, my parents were really amazing. I have to say that if anybody is the most perfect example of what parents are supposed to be like in that situation, it was my parents. I wrote my parents a very long letter and gave it to them on Easter of all days. I thought that was sort of appropriate.
Did you hide it in a basket?
Jesus has risen and I'm trans, and so I gave it to them on Easter, and then I let them sit with it for a couple weeks, and then I saw my mother online. She instant messaged me and she said, "Are you talking to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, are you talking to me?" And then we started talking to him. I said, "So what did you think? And she said, "We laughed, we cried. It was better than Cats, and we
full show.
We love you. We love you."
Right.
And
Yeah.
we thought, you sounded pretty sure in your letter.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't sound sure, we probably would have tried to talk you out of it. But you sounded pretty certain. So
Right.
my parents are amazing, amazing parents. For
But
that.
why do you think this happened? Like, was it something your parents did, or
Absolutely. No.
It could be.
No, I mean, no. Whose parents? No, nobody makes anybody
Did they make you like
gay
play with
or
trucks?
trans or anything like that. Nobody.
Oh.
No, actually, you know what? I knew from a
toys
very
did you
early
play?
age. If parents could do something to change their kids, there's kids that are coming out and understanding their gender or their other gender, at 2 and 3 years old telling their parents that they're like, Mommy, I know I'm a little boy, when they were born a little girl. And kids know at a very early age how they feel about their bodies, and it's nothing that parents did. There's nothing that, my mother didn't drink and smoke in utero when I was in utero or anything. It wasn't like, it wasn't like that.
Do you want to be a manlier man, or are you happy with where you're at?
Well, it's funny because from day to day, like some days I walk out and I look like the biggest homo on the planet. Like I have skinny white jeans and like a purple low-cut V-neck.
Yeah, you look like you like
t-shirt.
dudes now.
And that, I get passed as a gay guy everywhere. I feel bad for my girlfriend because we go to gay bars and I hold my girlfriend's hand and I know they're looking at me and then they look at her and they go, "Oh, that poor girl."
Yeah. Was she a man at one time?
Was my girlfriend?
Yeah.
No.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah.
Have you seen the medical record?
We've discussed it.
Okay. You never know.
Could
be a double cross.
You brought up something that's actually quite interesting. It's this is Atlanta, a pretty enlightened city. But have you ended up in a comedy club somewhere like, I won't say Des Moines, but I'm talking about.
I did Des Moines.
In a small town.
I did Des Moines. And here's the rule. Yeah, everyone, and I played the Funny Bone there, and I have to say that
that's ironic, by the way. Right? that you, Ian
that's
Harvey,
what you call your penis.
Comics.
That's not what I call it. Something else. But we could talk about that too if you want.
So you're in a small town. So how is that
Des Moines
play?
Here's the rule of thumb. I was even I get a little bit nervous no matter where I play, but not because I'm trans, but because I want to be funny. And the rule is if you're funny, funny is funny no matter what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So last night I did the Laughing Skull, and I went in there and I was nervous not about the crowd and my topic. I was just like, I just want to make these guys laugh. So. Right. And you can talk about anything, whether you're talking about gender or race or being a homo or
if you get the laughs, you're doing all right.
Being, it doesn't matter.
But there's always bulldogs across the street if all else fails.
Which, by the way, I was trying to figure out what that place is.
I thought it was a sports bar.
It's a gay black place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You should take a video camera in there and tell the dudes that you used to be a chick and see what their reaction is. Bring a gun.
Actually, here's what happens. Honest to God, this is
Marshall
what happens
goes over there all
with
the
gay
time.
Gay guys now have a new interest in guys like me, especially the real top masculine kind of guys.
Okay.
Because this
like
happened
Peter
to
North.
Yeah, exactly. So I was at a bar in Los Angeles, and I went up to the bar to get a drink and stopped, and this guy started talking to me. I didn't realize what was happening, and I'd never, as a butch dyke, never been hit on by guys. Mm-hmm. This is a totally new thing, and I'm stuck, and I realized what was happening. It was kind of hitting on me, and I was like, listen, I feel bad. I should be honest with you. I said, I'm transgendered, I'm female bodied, and I like girls. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And he started to walk off, and he had this revelation. He turns around and he goes, wait a second, you mean you have two holes to choose from? And I'm like,
have you ever met Buck Angel?
I'm like, that's rude. He didn't even acknowledge my third hole.
Have you ever met or heard of Buck Angel?
Yeah, actually, he's a friend of mine.
Who's Buck Angel?
Buck Angel is a female to male trans who does porn
star. He's a rockin' porn star.
And he kind of looks like
next time he comes here, you guys should have him on. He's amazing, and you should look him up. You should look him up. He's pretty amazing.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So he's a porn star.
He's like me, but porn star.
Okay.
I'm a comic. He's a porn star.
And now, what your equipment down there is exactly what?
Well, that's what
I
thought I asked it in a very delicate way.
No.
You did ask it good, but the answer is what I'm afraid of.
A lot of it's
remember we're on the radio.
Original plumbing. Let's just say original plumbing.
Okay. So.
But it's funny because that's what guys want to. It's all about the penis for guys. They're like, so you're gonna get one, right? And it's not like I can walk into the plastic surgeon's office and flip through the pages and go, I'll take the Tommy Lee, please.
Right. That would be great if they did that.
But and then the guys are like, wait, so do you have one? And I'm like, yeah, it's just not on me right now. So
so I've got you.
Oh,
so
you're not wearing your penis right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
That's freaky.
I'm kind of I'm what you call a lazy packer. I like sometimes.
Well, I have a question because you're wearing your ring on your middle finger, and that denotes gay to me. I don't know.
No, pinky is gay.
Pinky is gay.
Yeah, and
I thought that's mafia.
And if you're wearing a class ring and you're over 30, you're gay.
Right. Okay. I got that. I got that. But the middle finger ring, I always thought that's.
My it's actually the only. My hands are not big man hands, so this is the only finger that it would fit.
But you can see why people would say dudes would hit on you because they see that and they see you're a dude and they.
I don't think they're looking at the ring and then going, okay, I can hit on him. I think that
all
they're-
those protocols have gone by the side. You know,
Yeah.
like when I was a
It's-
kid,
Yeah,
coming
tell
up,
that
I
to
can't remember
Southside
which.
Steve's
Like we
ponytail.
all wanted earrings, but you couldn't have it in one ear. This. I don't know how it was in the South, but in the Northeast in the '80s, if it was in one ear, you were gay, and if it was another ear, you weren't
Yeah.
gay. And then by like '87, guys had them in both ears, and it all kind of went.
Yeah.
I don't know what rings
Well,
mean
and all
anymore.
the boy bands started wearing them in both ears. They're big hoops.
Well, they're all
and
gay.
yeah. Yeah.
Except for Justin.
Just can't get my mind around the fact that you're sitting here. You got tattoos. You look like a dude. You got a vagina under those pants. It's just weird. To me.
That's awesome.
I don't know what to.
See, that is absolutely
My feelings
it's
are
like
so mixed up.
50-50 with guys. They're like they don't care. A lot of guys are just like a hole is a hole is a hole is a hole. They don't care.
Yeah,
you know,
but
they
your
just-
maleness is defined by
Right.
your genitals.
Hey, as long as your girlfriend doesn't mind.
I completely disagree with that because I am
What was
more
your
man than a
girlfriend?
lot of men that I meet, and they
Yeah.
all a lot of them have their own penis attached, and I disagree with that. It's not
manlier than
like-
you are.
Now, have you ever been into like a physical altercation? Like have people tried to fight you, things like that?
No, but I have.
I don't mean over the sex
no,
thing. I just
no,
mean
no,
just
no.
in general.
I'll tell you that I haven't been in a fight yet. It's one of those things that like I'm worried that I'm going to be outside at like a bar one night and like something's going to happen and I'm going to go and like run and like my manliness is going to go right out the window.
So what did you have to take? Because you have a beard and mustache. Or is that painted on? Or?
Yeah, it's pain. No, it's real.
No,
It's
it's
real.
real.
Whiskers.
That's
Yeah.
why
So what do you
It's real.
what do you? Take
I take testosterone.
Every
Yeah.
still?
I take it once a week. Yeah.
Oh, you're just not partly Italian?
No, I'm actually Scottish and Danish.
Yeah,
Well,
but with that testosterone, you might be able to get on the Jersey Shore as the first tranny. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I'm their kind of guy. I don't have enough lube for my hair, so which is actually what I think they use. I
You
think they
are in a
use lube.
situation, though.
Now, is that an injection once a week?
Yeah, I inject once a week into my thigh. It's intermuscular, so you have to. So it's one. And actually, I just want to step up for the guys out there and for the women out there who think that it's a myth that testosterone. It actually does make you think about sex all the time. So I'm here to say that I'm with you guys. I totally get it
don't
now.
touch me. Don't look at me.
I totally get it now. And it's like one of those things that like, I used to see, I just have this testosterone voice in my head, but I was socialized with that girl voice. So I have that inner conflict of like the girl voice sort of telling me how to act right.
Mm-hmm.
And like the guy voice, like checking a girl out on the street, like look at her eyes, look at her eyes, look at her. I'm like, and then the girl voice coming out and goes, stop objectifying her.
Hey, dude, just be a dude and just
Yeah.
do her.
Yeah.
Just do. Don't even ask. Don't
then-
even look at her in the eye. That's
Yeah,
what I do. I don't look up in
totally.
the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chaz.
especially when the curtain goes up. I
Just-
yeah.
Yeah.
I just say keep the curtain right at their neck. We're dudes. We're dudes.
You're misogynist is what you are.
Yeah.
The two of you.
Yeah.
Screw you,
Yeah,
pussy.
I just feel like a creep now. I say all the creepiest things to my girlfriend that I never would have said before.
Yeah.
Before I came here, we had a nice dinner before I left, and she was like, "Wow, that was a really nice dinner. Really hit the spot." And I'm like, "I'm gonna hit the spot later." I don't know who said
That's what
that.
dudes do. High five, dude.
I'm such a
Yeah.
creep now.
Blow it up. Fist bump. Blow it up. Boom.
I'm such a creep now. I just say the creepiest things to my and I don't really try them. I don't say it to anybody, just to her. But I just say the creepiest things now that I never used to say that stuff. So
Yeah, well, you're a man. You got to
Yeah,
do that.
I'm a
So
man.
now you know what it is to have a sexual
Yeah.
thought every 22 seconds.
yeah, is that 22? It
That's
seems
how
like
I've
more.
timed it down.
It seems like more.
I get one like every
So-
22 minutes or something.
You're getting old.
With commercial breaks.
You get a wrap. I'm getting
I have
turned
some
on
juice
by
for you. I have some juice for you.
Buck
if you
Angel
want,
here.
so.
So you're going to be the Laughing Skull. I
Yeah.
imagine this isn't the whole act. You also do general observations on other
I
things.
do. I talk
and-
about all kinds of things.
All right, Ian Harvey now through the 11th at the Laughing Skull, 877-LAUGH at LAFFATU, 877-523-3288. And, of course, as always, racist comic Marshall Childs.
Of course.
Is,
Everybody's favorite racist.
is opening.
Jesus.
What's the deal with all these black people?
All right, we'll take a break, and boy, the show is just about draining to a close.
Yes, it is.
So here's what we'll do. We'll search for the final caller of the show. The number, 888-9-REGULAR, 973-48529, REGULAR. Yes, Tim.
And good news for the final caller. Second row tickets to see the Scorpions next Wednesday at Verizon Wireless Amphitheater.
Hot
Yeah,
damn in the
how
morning.
about that as a dude show, huh?
Hey, dude, you want to go? I'm going with Ian Harvey. I'm getting turned on by it. This is crazy.
Rock it like a hurricane.
Listen, if I went all this way to get turned on by a dude, something's wrong.
All All right, Chaz Bono, calm down. All right, well, that'll be the final call of the show prize. Plus, we'll find out from Sebastian who the douchebag of the show is. That's all coming up next.
TRG.
Welcome back to the Regular Guys Show. And the reason I selected this piece of music, it sums up my feelings for our next guest. She's a good Southern woman.
Georgia. Georgia.
I would like to see her be our next governor. Please welcome the lovely Karen Handel, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Petitong, everybody.
Petitong, big Petitongs from Karen Handel.
I don't know if you know this, but the Double Rainbow guy has actually endorsed Karen Handel's candidacy.
Is that right?
I don't know if you know that.
Oh, that's huge. By the way, is Sarah Palin endorsed? She seems to have a hot hand in endorsements.
She has done a couple of races, not here. We'll see maybe in the runoff, but I do have Arizona Governor Jan Brewer, who's been the lead on illegal immigration reform and budget reform.
And she
Arizona.
said, what did she say exactly? That you have a nice campaign going, or what?
Actually, no. I mean, Jan Brewer is a former Secretary of State like I am, and so we've got a lot of experience dealing with the Department of Justice, and she's been a friend, and we know each other from our Secretary of State days, and she's hopefully going to come to Georgia.
There's a blog I want to show you, Southern Political Report, and they've kind of summed up in the last week all the candidates, Democrat and Republican.
Stop right there before you get to that, because I wanted to ask this question.
Okay.
Because it seems to me the primary on the Republican side is just full, chock full. The Democrat side, am I wrong? It's just like going to be a coronation for Roy Barnes, right? Or am I wrong?
Thurbert Baker.
Okay, all right. But I mean, it's going to be blown.
Well, you know, there's 6 or 7 people on that side too. It's going to be really difficult. To win without, we'll see. I mean,
maybe since I know you, I'm following the Republican side more.
I don't know if you saw Thurbert Baker's ads though. Oh my God! Thank your lucky stars you don't have his campaign people. They are so inept. Have you seen the ad? I just saw it this morning.
Oh really? No, I haven't.
Let me tell you what this is about.
Okay, tell me.
Let me. Your fellas are here. I want to tell you. You'll love this. This is like political comedy. You know, it's like, all right. So they have. It starts out picture of Thurbert Baker's old house in Sepia, and you know, so it's
old timey.
He grew up here in Georgia. He's one of us. And a picture of him as a young boy, which is creepy. I don't care if you're running for a president to see pictures of you as a young boy. Vote for this young, cute boy. It's just creepy.
Well, you know, you got to introduce yourself to the voters.
Okay, sure.
He's showing his path.
He's showing his roots.
That's
right.
His roots.
He's showing his path to where he is today.
And then they show him graduating from high school. And he's got the big Oscar Gamble fro going underneath his cap and gown.
It's good to know there are different.
Yeah. He looks very...
Well, you know, I don't know if I would be saying too much about hair right now if I were you. Given what you're wearing.
My wig? You don't like my...
just saying.
I wore it for you.
It is... It just knocked me over when I came in.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to deal with this because I'm in the media.
Well, you still have the softest hands in radio.
Thank you, dear. That's so sweet. Thank you.
She did turn to me after you shook her head. She said, "He's got the softest hands I've ever."
Don't tell her how they got that soft.
I told her you never worked a day in your life.
Just we'll keep it at that. Thank you, Eric.
You're soaking in it.
So then they show Thurbert Baker. Then they show Thurbert Baker in college, graduating from what, Morehouse or something? Or okay, so that's very good. And then they show him today, and my reaction was, God, how did he get so ugly?
Oh,
he was a handsome-looking, swinging dude in the 70s. Now he looks like that's not his real hair, is it?
You'd have to ask Karen. I
don't know.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I just know that
I'm a bald guy.
No, not today. You're not.
Not today, but in real life, I'm a bald guy, and I tell that can't be his real hair.
You're throwing this on the table. You are asserting that it's not his real hair.
Yeah,
we will find out. Somebody who knows him will call
Baker,
him.
tear down that wig. I challenge you. Before I can trust you as governor with my rights,
I want you to tell me the truth about your head.
You're lying to me.
That's right.
This could be. Well,
Hold on a second. Let me pull. That's your real hair.
Karen has real hair.
That's her real hair.
Yes, it is.
Wouldn't that be a campaign issue to exploit? I mean, he's not going to beat Roy Barnes, but I mean, I'm just giving you fuel. Just giving you something to think about. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. I'm being met with utter silence.
Well, it's not really something that, if you look at the history of political campaigns, going after your opponent's hairline really hasn't produced much in the past.
Maybe not. maybe it's a long percentage shot.
Go on. Now, but you, Karen, you're really jumping into this illegal immigrant thing, though. You're kind of the candidate that's sort of said.
What are you saying? Are we going to have a similar?
Absolutely. If I had the privilege of being governor, look, it's a serious issue. From you look at the state's budget, and the cost of illegal immigration just for the state of Georgia is anywhere from, I don't know, $1.5 billion to $2 billion, and
probably more as government estimates go.
That's right. So, it's a dollars and cents issue on top of, it's pretty apparent. It's called illegal immigrant.
It's
operative word,
breaking the law.
Illegal. Mm-hmm. And we really have a responsibility to have strong enforcement. If the federal government is going to abdicate its responsibility, then the states have no choice but to step in. And the irony of all of this is that you have a federal government that wants to overstep its bounds when it comes to health care and Obamacare, and then on this side is doing absolutely nothing to deal with this issue.
Now, in general, I completely agree with you. But let me get more specific, and let me ask you about not just this girl who is in college, but that type of thing. If somebody breaks the law, illegal immigrants.
The Kennesaw State girl?
Yeah, right. But I don't even mean her case specifically. If I'm brought to this country by parents when I'm 2 years old, and then when I'm 14 or 15, it's found out they're illegals, and it'll be thrown back. Is there anything there where you go, like, this kid's an American, and now you're actually going to take that kid and throw that kid into a society where really they don't belong, where they don't know anybody? Any thought to that at all? Is there any mitigating factor there? Or
I think what has to happen in a bigger picture is, one, the border has to be secured, number one, because that will then begin to deal with the issue. And then within the state, on the enforcement side, to make sure that we're coming at the issue from all of the different angles, from employers hiring illegals to making sure that state services don't go towards illegals, and come at it from all the different angles.
What do you think? I know what you want the outcome to be, but put that aside. What do you think the odds are from a legal perspective of Arizona prevailing in this lawsuit against them?
I think very, very strong possibility.
And why is that?
They prevail. Because I think that for the way the law was written, that they have pretty good lawyers out there, and Governor Brewer is very strategic in how she proceeds with things.
She just didn't wake up one day and say, we're going to pass this law.
Absolutely not.
That's how it's perceived.
I realize that.
Yeah.
But, you have to think about what's going on in the state of Arizona with their foreclosure rate. They're right there on the border. So, their issues are even more intense than ours here in Georgia, and it really was a serious safety issue and budget issue for that state. And I think clearly states have the ability and the constitutional right to step in if the federal government is going to fundamentally abdicate its responsibility. And secondly, this becomes a pressure point on the federal government as well.
But what do you do when the federal government, I think, has a good question when they say, now, what if you have 50 different sets of rules? If you allow each state to decide what their rules are in this case, do we end up in a mess? How do you avoid that?
How about asking the federal government to do its job?
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah, you want to have a patchwork.
I don't.
I think that in Arizona they've fashioned a law that so mirrors the federal law that there's no danger of that. But is there any way that they can say, yeah, Arizona, you can do what you want, but the laws are going to have to match? Like, you can enforce, but you'd have to essentially be enforcing federal law.
They already do on a number of fronts. Drug trafficking, right?
That's what I'm saying. I do think that the federal government has a point that you can't have 50 different sets of rules on anything. That's constitutionally a federal decision.
I suppose that's one argument, but I don't know that it's going to hold, given the states do have a set of rights that they are able to proceed forward with. And again, if the federal government isn't going to do its job on this, then we've got no choice but to act. No choice but. And,
that's what I'm saying.
And if it's such a big issue, then maybe, and it is a big issue, then the federal government needs to step up and do its job. We don't ask them to do all that many things.
Well, they're doing all kinds of things we don't want them to do.
That's exactly right.
We're kind of asking them to stop doing a lot.
Well, that's true.
A bunch of stuff.
Well, we'd be happy to address the immigration problem, but right now Michelle is working on a menu for high school kids.
Okay. Well, he's busy. He's very busy.
Low carbs.
Let's take a break here. You want to take some calls from voter listeners, voters?
You bet.
Whether you're a voter or non-voter, registered or not, you're free to call in and ask. This is free speech in America. 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. You can ask a question of Ms. Karen Handel running for governor. Tell everybody when they should be voting. Get out to vote.
Early voting has already started. Contact your elections office, your county elections office, for the locations and the times. And then election day is July 20th.
The primary.
Primary is July 20th.
Yeah, this blogger has a recap of all the candidates, and you rate highly. We'll check that out and take some calls next. Hey, open mic. Governor candidate, open mic, honey.
Open mic, be careful now.
I'm going to send a picture of a guy you look like with that wig on.
Oh, see, people hear that and they say, Eric, Karen Handel's sending Eric pictures on the internet. What's that about?
Oh, geez, that's right.
Yeah. We're here with Karen Handel, former Secretary of State of Georgia, running for Republican candidate. And the primary is coming up. It's crunch time.
Crunch time.
Now, this one blogger is saying, this is Southern Political Report, Oxendine. And he says, you and Oxendine, basically, I'll sum it up without reading the whole thing, that you two are the front runners in the Republican side. And the polls have been what? Even?
Even up.
Even
so,
Steven.
That's right.
What's the runoff threshold? 50%?
No, it'll be the two individuals who get the most votes, the highest percentage of vote will go to the runoff.
Oh, this is the
and the
semifinal.
runoff, that's right.
Oh, so there's definitely a runoff.
Oh.
Like, even if you got 60% of the vote.
No. If someone gets 50% plus one, they would win outright. But with 7 candidates,
it's hard
obviously,
to do.
that's not going to
Right.
not going to happen.
Okay. You want a little tip, another pro tip?
Sure.
Little,
lay it on
give
me.
you the edge in the...
From a man in a wig?
John Oxendine has man boobs. Okay. Put that... You don't have to say it directly, but let your henchmen...
Some sort of robocalls?
Yeah.
Did you know...
Hello, occupant. Did you know that John Oxendine has man boobs?
Now, of course...
I'm Karen Handel, and I approve of this message.
Say that real low.
very, very low in the background, so it's there.
So that's another pro tip for you.
Thank you. I will take that under advisement.
Can't say that I'm not supporting you.
Ooh.
Roy Barnes looks like he wears lipstick. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying it looks like he does. That's all.
Really?
Oh, yeah, get close to Roy.
Yeah,
When you guys go around like the Republican primary, you and Oxendine, are you doing a lot of debating at like county fair type places and things like that?
Most of it's just get up and give a 3-minute or a 5-minute speech.
Right.
So all around the
So you guys see these guys constantly.
Yes.
It's a weird kind of thing where your competitors you're probably around your competitors more than your loved ones these days when you're out there running for things like this.
Yeah.
So you get to know each other. Do you kind of go, I kind of like that about that guy, even though I disagree with him on some policy.
Now you find out their weaknesses and hammer them home.
Exactly.
Oxendine has man boobs.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Well, if you were on the trail, you would know.
Yeah.
Who knew he liked mojitos?
888-9-REGULAR. 9-REGULAR. Let's take some calls from your constituents.
Yes, let's.
And let's see. We've got Mike in Atlanta, Petitong.
Hey, Petitong, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Great. Well, there's one thing that question I wanted to get to you was Obama in his inauguration speech said, it's not the size of the government, whether it's too big or too small, it's if it works. And obviously the federal government has had a pretty tough time proving that, his government can work with the oil spill and, securing the border. So my question to you is, how do you feel about the state's government's role and the size of it? And do you think it's too big or too small or what?
The state government is too big, and especially when you look at where we need to go with the budget and revenues are down, we need to downsize state government. I've already said we're looking at least a 10% overall reduction of state government, and that's doable. I mean, in the Secretary of State's office, we downsize permanently by almost 20%. So lots of opportunity to consolidate.
Actually, take that
things.
one further. I think the state's too big. Let's just cut off everything below Valdosta. Just give it to Florida. Easier. Do we need anything below Valdosta?
No. Give it to Florida. They need help.
Just give it to Lake City,
Would you consider giving them a little to help bail out other states? Like, all right, Florida, you're having a tough time. Floods.
You can have some of our stuff.
Take Valdosta.
No, Valdosta's a great town.
No, I keep Valdosta.
I have the endorsement of the mayor of Valdosta.
Oh, okay.
Mayor
I'd
Freddie.
keep Valdosta.
He's outstanding.
I'd keep Unadilla. I'm just saying down below that area there. It's
Thomaston, something.
No, that's a great area too.
I'm sorry.
I know you need all
I'm
the
offending
votes.
all your favorite.
I know you are. It's
I
great.
know.
South Georgia's great.
Yeah, I love bacon. I love bacon. Bacon Georgia.
Bacon George is the best.
Hey, can we get that renamed if you're governor?
Macon to Bacon.
How much more enticing for tourism if you had a whole city named Bacon?
Well, I'm a big fan of bacon.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
There you go. All right, let's go to Scott and Gwinnett, Petitong.
Good morning, everybody. Just a quick question. You have another candidate on your side who's pledging to eliminate the state income tax. And I was wondering if on this show today that if you become governor, will you eliminate the state income tax so we can be more like Florida and Tennessee?
I'm already on record as saying that that's where we need to go with comprehensive tax reform. And as you probably know, the legislature did set up a 21st Century Tax Reform Commission, and they're going to look at all of those different scenarios. And I think clearly to be competitive against Florida, Tennessee, Texas, we've got to work towards bringing down and eliminating the income tax rate. We were talking when we were on a break about how it really could be productive to bring our sales tax up a little bit because it's broader and flatter and puts more people inclusive into the revenue side.
Well, illegal
of things.
immigrants, which we were just saying. Well, that's not going to go away tomorrow. They do buy shoes and bread and things like that,
Yeah.
and it's a way to get that money into the
Let's
tax
get some
system.
tax dollars out of them
Right.
instead of the remittances they send back to
But
Mexico.
it is important to make sure when we do tax reform that we do it in a comprehensive way and we don't kind of nibble around the edges and
Just
remove
cut it
one
off.
thing and put something else in.
It's
and make
gangrene.
sure the local officials are involved because
Yeah.
we can't pass the buck and balance budgets on their shoulders.
Notice how no candidate ever runs on the platform. Government, it's just right. Right where the size now, it's perfect.
Right, no, everybody wants more or
It's
less.
either too big or too small. Let's go to Robbie in Woodstock, Petitong. You're on with Karen Handel.
Petitong regular guys. Thank you for answering our questions, Karen.
Hey, Robbie, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing this
I'm
morning?
doing great.
My question is actually along the lines of Obama's new health care law that was passed. And I believe Virginia might have been the first state, but they're actually challenging the legality of it, stating that he is regulating commerce by, quote-unquote, penalizing the states and the citizens that do not purchase his health care. How do you feel about joining in with, I believe, the 20 other states that are already suing, saying that is illegal, that he can't regulate or penalize us for not purchasing his product?
I support that wholeheartedly. And in fact, when Attorney General Thurbert Baker refused to join in the lawsuit, Governor Perdue invoked his right to be able to bring in outside counsel. So Georgia is one of those states, and we need to pursue the litigation side aggressively. But make no mistake about it, we must also pursue at the ballot box equally as aggressively because it must be a two-front attack on this issue.
All right, we have time for one more with Karen Handel. 888-9 regular. Let's go to, it's a lot of good questions here. I'm just sifting
pick
through
one.
them. This is Scott Incoming, Petitong.
Petitong, guys.
Good morning.
I'm not sure, but isn't there a state law that says all signs must be in English?
A state law?
Is there a state law in the books now that says all signs must be in English?
I haven't seen any
I don't think so.
Spanish. Street signs, you're saying?
Yeah, like business signs like Buford Highway.
No, you couldn't do that. I mean, that would be private businesses can do whatever they want to try to attract customers.
Now, we do have an English only at the state. So, for example, various materials and documents that are done at the state are in English. And the only way that would ever change is based on federal law if our threshold gets above 5% for any population group.
And I have a
But
question.
most of those are local ordinances.
Right. And I have a question for you before you leave.
What's
Is Sonny Perdue still governor?
Hey,
I've never
I
seen
am.
this guy.
Come on now.
I've never. I mean, Sonny's been on the show. I like him. It just seems like he's disappeared or something.
I'm the governor of China. The Changwon
I think he's actually left the state in good condition.
I'm a fan. Don't get
He's
me
in
wrong.
I mean, if you look at the
What would you
financial
grade
aspect,
him? I give him a B.
I'd probably give him B plus, close to an A on
Yeah.
on a couple of areas. One, managing the budget in this, because remember when he came in, Roy Barnes left him with a horrible mess, which is why we can't let Roy Barnes get it back to create another horrible mess.
Cases of lipstick
And
everywhere.
He wrote on the curtains.
I'm gonna have to make sure I keep my lipstick in my
yes,
purse so I
please.
don't get a
He'll steal
hold
it.
of it.
His is purple. He only likes purple.
Yeah, and he's done a good job on conservation. And while Tim over here jokes about about China, I will say he's been very aggressive in bringing in companies from around the country and from other countries into Georgia.
No,
and that's
overall,
been good.
I've been a fan of his governorship. It just seems like the last 6 months. I guess he just wants to let you guys take the stage and duke it out.
On that flag. Yeah, I want to vote on that flag.
Is he endorsing anyone? He's not endorsing anyone in the primary.
No.
Okay.
All right, Karen, great to see you.
It's great to see you and loving the hair.
Thing.
You're Mick loving the hair. That's what you're doing.
It's great to see y'all. Have a wonderful day.
All right, good luck to you. We'll hear more from Karen Handel in the future and her trials and tribulations as she goes for the gold governor of the state of Georgia. Da-da-da, Karen Handel.
I'm not going to tell you how to vote, but wouldn't it be just kind of cool that the next governor of the state of Georgia would know what petite tongue means and from time to time would probably say it to staff members.
Kind of neat.
I'm voting for my second Republican governor ever.
Wouldn't it be neat to see the regular guys sleep over in the governor's mansion? Come on. We'll report back to you everything that's going on in there.
Can we reshoot the opening scene of Benson with Southside Steve running from dogs?
That sounds like a yes to me. Now get to those polls.
4 years of comic possibilities. Karen Handel for governor.
And proper fiscal management.
All right, we'll take a break here. And speaking of some
fiscal
issues,
management.
Speaking of fiscal management, how to get rich, Kyle Lewis and Ted Jenkin from Oxygen Financial are here. And they have some interesting news for a lot of you uninformed listeners. What do you hear this bombshell? They told me this yesterday. Things that I did not know that are going to happen in just 5 months and that you should be prepared for. Yeah, look at Eric's reaction. You didn't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, they've got a bomb to lay on you. And taking your calls as well. If you have a financial problem question, 888-9-REGULAR, 9-REGULAR, 973-4852. How to get rich with Oxygen Financial is coming up next. Danger
Look
Woman.
at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm upon top of the world. Should have been somebody else.
It's Danger Woman, everybody. Singing for you.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free.
She's a superhero.
Flying away on a wing and a prayer.
She's actually fading out in real life.
Could it be, believe it or not, it's just me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta's very own superhero, Danger Woman, is here. It's been years since you've been on the show.
Actually, it's been 4 months.
That's what I meant.
Feels like years.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the show. Now, Danger Woman has, I have a heart. And Danger
Of course
Woman,
you do. You care about the community. You care about the children. You
I
care
do.
about society.
I care
at
about
large.
Danger Woman because she protects us all from crime.
Who protects the protector? You.
That's my role. And Danger Woman, you have a special urgent appeal, and I want to get this information out there so people can help you. Now, the Comic-Con is coming to San Diego.
That is correct.
That's in California.
Yes, and I've been invited to be a guest star there.
However, what's preventing you from going?
Well, what's preventing me from representing our fair city in San Diego is that I need some serious help in getting 2 round-trip airline tickets for myself and my chaperone so I would be able to represent Atlanta, Georgia at this internationally famous convention.
Yeah, because all the superheroes from Philadelphia, Boston, Austin,
their tickets are
New York City.
New York City. There's like 4 from New York City. They've got Spider-Man's going.
Couple good ones in Denver, the Midwest. Let's not overlook our superheroes in the Midwest.
Gotham City.
Point is, they're all backed by their cities, and their tickets are paid for.
Yeah. Have you talked to the mayor about sending you?
You mean Mayor Kasem Reed?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's the only one we have right
Casey Kasem Reed.
Well, Mr. Reed doesn't know I exist.
Well, why not? You're Atlanta's top superhero. This is a travesty.
It is. And I hope he's listening.
I hope so, too.
Every morning.
Well, if you're listening, Mayor Reed, I would like to represent the honor of Atlanta, Georgia at the San Diego Comic-Con. And I will be more than honored to put some south in San Diego's proverbial mouth.
Well,
wow.
hello.
Well put.
Slogans and all.
Stay classy, Danger Woman. That's all I can say. Now, let me give some details. Now, let's say you're a listener right now, and you're saying to yourself, I understand this woman's plight. I want to give some money.
I want to help.
Where do I go?
Well, one way I suggest is through my little gadget drive that I'm doing currently.
You're holding a gadget drive. Now, what is that? People give you gadgets? How does this
I
work?
will explain.
Okay.
You gather your old gadgets,
Such as?
your old GPSs, old iPods and iPads.
How about Nintendos?
Yes, they accept
We
those.
accept those.
I've got a couple old iPads.
Do you have a couple?
They're at least 3 weeks old. I'll bring those.
Well, then, Eric, you could donate them. Where do people go to donate?
Okay, fans, set your browsers to these internet coordinates.
Okay, here we go.
http://
Okay.
dangerwomantour.gazelle.com.
dangerwomantour.gazelle.com. And what happens? You get all these gadgets and then you auction them off or you pawn them? Or?
Actually, you find out how much they're worth in donation value.
So it's like Gadget Roadshow.
Yes, and if it's worthy of being, how do you say, recycled, you send them to them in Boston, Massachusetts.
And how do you get the money to go to San Diego?
On the 15th of every month, they send a check.
Oh, okay. And how much do you need?
So basically, what I'm donating my recyclables to you, so you get the money for the recycling.
Actually, the truth is, you ship them out to their central
How much is a ticket to
headquarters.
San Diego? How much is a round trip ticket?
Last I checked on Priceline.com, it's about nearly $450
Holy
each.
moly.
Per person?
Yes, I rounded up to the nearest dollar.
Right, that's a wise thing to do. It saves you a lot of time.
Or
Right,
is
so
it
you-
460 if you include the taxes and the
Right.
9/11 and the fuel tax, blah, 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 yakety smackety.
Yakety smackety.
Yeah, there's so
My
many.
thoughts exactly.
That's what Clark Howard calls them, yakety smackety fees. Horrible. All right, so give the website again. People donate their gadgets. You make money off the gadgets. You go to San Diego. That's how it works.
Yes.
All right, so it's
Not only would it help me to go to Comic-Con, but to other places all over the U.S.
where else do you aspire to go?
Well, I'm longing to meet my fellow crime fighters all over the U.S.
Is there going to be a crime fighter convention?
Actually, it's a tour.
Uh-huh.
In which I'm going to be using that to tell people about my movie, Disabled But Able to Rock, do karaoke concerts, maybe do some opening act work.
Yeah, spread the word of Danger Woman. Okay.
First, let's get to San Diego. I think you have to have one mission at a time.
I agree.
Well, this is the current mission, going to San Diego Comic-Con. And time is running out to get your gadgets and accessories, from GPSs to iPods and iPhones, all the way to video game consoles like Xbox and more.
Michael, we could be here all day naming gadgets.
Yeah,
but
so I'm
let's,
thinking it's like Lou Dickey could probably pay for this without even thinking twice.
I would hope so.
I mean, he wouldn't even notice it.
No, he wouldn't notice. In
Well,
his bank
go
account,
to Danger Woman Tour,
right.
Gazelle.com.
Okay, and that's by July 17th.
Yes.
Hurry. You can't be late on this. This is serious. We got to send Danger Woman to the convention. All right, Danger Woman, thank you so much for appearing. I hope you do well. I hope you wind up in I have a feeling you will be in San Diego on that flight, on that bird.
With the chaperone in tow and pets, too.
Yeah, with all your pets.
I ain't paying for that.
How many pets do you have?
You know, I got feedback there, and Danny Boy, the Fabio Swiss Collie, his puppies and kittens.
Yeah, you got a whole
Larry,
entourage.
they don't eat. It's okay.
And they're well behaved.
Will they charge you for the stuffed animals?
They
Okay.
they get in free because they're model citizens.
Okay. Well, excellent. It works out. All right. So no need to send
one right
gadgets
there.
for them. There's who is that? Who's that stuffed animal that you have right
oh,
there?
Danny Boy, good doggy.
It's Danny Boy, Larry.
There he's talking right now into the microphone.
He's giving you those sad eyes.
I noticed that.
The Danger Woman fans really need to hurry because she needs $1,200 and so far has raised zero.
Which is so ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, come
Maybe
on,
that's why
people.
Danny Boy has such sad eyes.
Danny Boy, why don't you tell the listeners to send money to? Go ahead.
Well, if they want to also send funding, they can send it to me, care of Rock 100.5.
No, they can't.
No,
we
that's
haven't.
where lawsuits start.
No, we haven't.
Oh, I sometimes forget my apologies.
We haven't set that up. You just made that up. That's not true. FCC.
You end up in front of a
but
judge.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know. You're a
Of
joke.
course.
We were just
Of
trying
course.
to. Okay. All right, Danger Woman, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Good
and
luck.
Danny Boy.
You and Danny Boy.
Yeah, clean up
Back
your...
in the kennel.
Back in the kettle. Ladies and
Look
gentlemen.
at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly.
All right, Sebastian is filling in for Mixmaster Mark. I'd like to say well, but he's not. We've had to come in and touch up his picks because Seabass is the number one douchebag of the Regular Guys show.
That needs a little out of practice.
And yeah, so we have to kind of correct. Whoever wins each day is actually in second place. Tim won yesterday, but that means that he's only the second biggest douchebag because Seabass is the king. Seabass, who, in your opinion, is in the running for douchebag of the show?
Well, it's been pretty light today, of course, because Steve is out, and also we've had a guest-heavy show. And really, the only one sort of douchey thing, the sort of unnecessary thing that someone's done, just for no good reason, is on the Who's the Creepiest Regular Guy poll at regularguys.com.
Let's go to that right now.
We discussed that earlier. My name is not capitalized, and it's for no good reason. And whoever put up that poll, I nominate for a
I believe
douchebag.
someone named Deborah. Do you know anything about this?
Well, Sebastian, according to you, I'm too stupid and Mexican to learn how to spell. Why don't you just tell me the answer you want to hear so we can move on to the email bucket? Because you haven't flailed your arms a lot and hide behind Larry yet to get some attention. Let me yell into a microphone because I don't understand how they work.
I don't think these two like each other.
I have.
What else do you have for me? Come on.
As an objective.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you send flowers to the Q100 phone screener again?
wow.
And then
I would
write a
if
little
she
poem.
hadn't gotten fired.
Oh, the one that was stealing tickets?
When did he do
Yeah.
that?
That's a different one.
Oh, and then he sent me the audio and the email, too.
Deborah, I didn't know this, Deborah. When did Seabass send
He needed some attention on the Burt Show.
It's like a year and a half ago. They never knew it was me.
Oh, yeah, they
Now
probably
they
did.
do.
What was the point of sending her flowers?
I
He
thought she
needed
was
some
hot.
attention.
I thought she was hot. I didn't want to be, creepy Southside Steve and go down there every break.
And who's the creepiest?
Well, that's just creepy. It's six of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah, but I'm not identified this way, at least.
You like the creepy little, the bitchy little one who didn't talk to anybody?
I loved her.
Oh, great.
And you sent her flowers?
Yeah, before she got engaged. And, of course, that was great. That gave the Burt Show half a day of stuff to talk about. They didn't have to know it was me. I don't think now they do.
Aren't you friendly?
Now they
giving
know
them
it's you.
material.
I was giving them material because I knew that's the kind of stuff they love to talk about. They could talk about it because if they knew it was me, they wouldn't talk about it. So this way, they're free and I'm free. She's free.
Did you?
Well, she got married and engaged.
Yeah.
It turned out she wasn't as bright as I had hoped.
As you had hoped. You actually sit in your room saying, I hope this chick is bright.
I hope she's
If I see a girl, let's say I'm out doing whatever on the streets, as it were, and she's cute in the way that I like, and I talk to her, before I talk to her, I hope she's pretty bright so that this can go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And usually disappointed.
Often disappointed.
And in the Regular Guys creepy survey, this is not the douchey survey.
This is the creepy survey.
The creepy survey at regularguys.com. Latest update on that is Herman from Dunwoody has a stunning lead now. He's out to 51%.
Shut up, Chuckles.
There has been some. There's been some hypothesizing in the chat room that I fixed.
There's been some hypothesizing.
Hypothesizing is what I meant to say.
I'm in Mensa. We spell it differently.
You're the
We
best
say-
phone.
Say it differently.
That I have been rigging this, and I have not in any way. Check the IP addresses from the voting, and you'll find that none of them were related to me.
That's what people have the time to do.
Well, that's what they're claiming that I
Oh
did.
no, they're claiming that you're doing it to put Herman above you.
Right, and I in no way did that. I voted once for Eric.
I wasn't even thinking about it until you brought it up, Seabass.
I'm going to fire up my ion cannon later and bomb it with all sorts of scripts. You're going to win.
Here's what the chat room is saying right now about Seabass.
Let's take a look.
Donut Justice says he's defensive right off the bat. Trip Z87 says he's mad because I boned his mom instead of paying child support.
My mother, she sent me a link the other day. She got on Urban Dictionary. She submitted Jackwagon, and it got accepted.
Oh, well, she's still doing great work at her
She
retired
talking about your
years.
van?
She said that to all of us kids of hers.
What?
Look, I got on Urban Dictionary. my entry is jackwagon.
What does that mean?
According to her, I think it's like a Rochester thing. A loser, someone who is totally worthless.
No, I think it's more a Ford Aerostar that's light blue with some dents in the side. That's a jackwag.
Yeah, she's talking about you, her son.
The context, maybe we should chug on over to Mamby-Pamby Land where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you jackwagon.
All right, well, Seabass is in the lead for douchebag of the show.
What?
All right, there we go.
Absolutely.
Let's dip into the email bucket, Deborah. Thank you so much. Regular guys at Atlanta's Rock Station is the email bucket address.
Oh, yes.
And Lindsay writes, Petite Song. So I have a friend that went to a 4th of July party down in Brookhaven. I'm under the assumption that he and Sebastian share a mutual friend because they were both at this party together. Turn on his mic there. Yeah, I know you hate him, but I'm asking.
Yeah, this is one of my ex-neighbors. They went to Alabama, bought a ton of fireworks, and just shot them off till like 3 a.m.
After about an hour or so of drinking, my friend bore witness to Sebastian pulling his pants down, grabbing the crowd's attention, placing either a bottle rocket or Roman candle in his back there.
No.
And lighting it off. Did you do that?
This is something I've been doing since college. It's a 4th of July tradition. I shoot off a firework out of my buttocks. It's nothing super original. It's something that's gone on year after year.
Do you have any video of this?
I mean, it's not that I can go do it right now if you want. Just a Roman candle.
Hey, is your neighbor a parking lot attendant?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
My ex-neighbor.
Bad joke.
I used to live in that.
What was the joke?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
That he lived in a parking lot.
Oh.
He lives in a parking lot.
Oh, right.
This is the old neighborhood I used to live in. So I have
At
friends.
some point,
You're known for this.
I get that this is a tradition, but at some point, do we outgrow these traditions?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are you 63, 64 years old, pulling your pants down?
Yeah,
on the 4th of July?
what age do you see yourself stopping, retiring?
Well, for instance,
Even Seinfeld, they
for
clip on their
instance,
head.
I outgrew every year during Christmas in college. I would go home to Nashville, and we'd always go steal Christmas decorations from people's front yards and go put them in wherever. But I outgrew that around 22, 23.
Oh, good. Okay, that's reasonable.
So another 10 years of this, and
Stealing
pretty much
Christmas decorations at 22. It's kind of a
it seems blasé.
Yeah, Yeah, you get tired of it.
We used to bash mailboxes when I was like 16 and 17, but as soon as we got to about 18 and we realized we could get in real trouble for it, we stopped doing that.
It takes about 18 to realize that that's wrong. 18 is
destroying property that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, and stealing Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
That takes a little while longer.
It takes a while for it to dawn on you that that's wrong.
We used to take for sale like real estate signs from one person's yard and swap it in somebody else's yard.
So when do you think you'll retire from shooting fireworks from your butt?
I'm going to say 35-ish.
35-ish?
Well, look at Southside Steve. He's like 46, and he just blacked out and got someone to draw on him, and usually that's a total college thing.
Okay, very good. 35 at age 35. How old are you now?
29.
We only have 6 more years of this glorious
6 more shows.
Which was it, the bottle rocket or the Roman candle?
Roman candle.
I bet you that felt good.
Yeah, because you get the little sparks that kind of sprinkle down on you very gently, and it's kind of like pop rocks for your butt.
Yeah. Parker writes, Petite Tongue regular guys. On Tuesday's show, the founder of the Google Proof trivia page, Rick, on Facebook, was the contestant and essentially bombed when he couldn't come up with even a guess for question number 3. I'm here to say that the Facebook page is still running strong, as I have actually been doing most of the upkeep myself for the page as its primary administrator. Oh, good. There's somebody else.
It's nice to know.
All the discussion boards as well as responses to possible guesses are done by myself. After yesterday's epic fail, the Facebook wall was lit up with the calls for the impeachment of Rick. Nothing has changed as of yet, but honestly, everyone thought I was the actual founder anyways. Well, that's good to know, Parker. Thank you so much.
It wasn't so much that he got it wrong. Everybody's gotten it wrong. He didn't even have a guess. And I thought the whole idea about the Facebook page was you huddle up and you come up with your best ideas.
Yeah.
And he got number 1 and number 2 correct, which you knew was going to happen. So his first real question was the third question. And he didn't have a guess. You would have thought that after huddling up for weeks.
He's the charter member. He didn't even follow his charter.
I think he just choked. He just got scared. Not everybody can handle the stark spotlight of fame.
Let's zip up the email bucket. I'm disgusted. Got a break anyway. Regular guys at Atlanta's Rock Station is the email bucket address. All right, what is coming up next? We have a bucket full of surprises.
We have a bucket full of surprises. We're going to talk to Danger Woman for a few minutes, and then we are going to meet Ian Harvey.
I'm a little nervous, as I've outlined before.
With it, honey.
I'm going to try to roll with it, Eric.
Don't be nervous. Danger Woman we've all got it. We've got it all planned out. She's here. She's happy.
Here's what I think about transgendered people. I think their biggest problem is it's a misnomer. They're not transgendered. I see them more as like land-based mermaids. They have no gender. They're caught in between.
Tweeners?
Yeah. I think we should start calling transgendered what they are. Mermaids. Land mermaids.
Well, you can throw that out there with your comedian friend.
I'm gonna toss that out there. A point of discussion. Ian Harvey is going to be at the Laughing Skull, and we'll talk to
back to
him,
the,
her,
Regular
next.
Guys show. We'll search for the final caller of the show in just moments at 888-9-REGULAR, 9REGULAR, 973-4852. First, we have a news jog retraction, and here is our black intern, LT, to rebut a story. It's actually retractions and rebuttals.
It's not so much a retraction as, Larry, you made a comment earlier in the show about how LeBron probably would have won a title if his elbow wasn't hurting. And I just wanted to let you know that there was more to that story. So not so much a retraction as I'm adding. Word on the street.
Is this a LeBron update?
Yes, it's a LeBron update that a lot of people haven't talked about, but word on the street is that Delonte West, his teammate in Cleveland, was allegedly having an affair with his mother.
No, this is true.
Really?
This really happened.
Yeah, well,
you can verify.
I'm telling you, enough people know that this is true that it has to be true, or else somebody will be bleeding from the mouth by now.
Yeah, it's one of those rumors that it's like a legit rumor. You know what I mean? Not like
I like that category.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those rumors that enough people have said it, like where there's smoke, there's fire.
You mean it's plausible?
It's very plausible.
How old is LeBron's mom? Like in her 20s?
She had him real young. I know she's only 9 years older than Delonte West.
How old is Delonte?
I think I think he's like my age. I think he's 31, 32. She's not older than 42.
His mom must have had roast beef that day.
Yeah, and apparently she's like really wild and likes to hang out and party.
Who's LeBron's daddy? We never hear from
Obama.
Mr. J. Is it Obama?
It ain't me.
That's a weird thing you say about it. You're saying that his mom spreads it around, but I've always heard that she's, kind of the anchor and stuff. Because you look at LeBron and he's so well sort of put together for a guy who had so much thrown at him so early.
Well, that's the big thing
aside from
about
the
LeBron
tattoos.
has been
mom
his
is sleeping
maturity.
with Delonte.
Since he came in the league, he's been known as a mature guy.
Me and Mrs. James.
Mrs. James.
And Delonte West was also arrested last year for riding around with 2 pistols on his motorcycle while having a rifle in his guitar case.
Awesome.
He is bipolar.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
he's bipolar.
Wow. So how come nobody's talked about this?
Well, there are some conspiracy theorists that think that the reason LeBron is giving this whole thing to ESPN is because they're
not reporting on that story. That's exactly what's going on. That's why they're getting
like
that
Tiger
hour.
Woods.
Yeah.
Yes, they're getting the hour because because I was listening to that Colin Cowherd yesterday on ESPN Radio, our sister station, and he was dancing around this. He was saying there's a story. He was saying he's confirmed it, but that the company is not comfortable doing it, and that company that's not comfortable doing it is the same company that's getting a 1-hour exclusive as LeBron James does his thing tonight.
Oh, LT, interesting information.
Well, that's what I'm here for, sir.
His mom is 42 and banging around with Delonte.
Allegedly.
I'd say hire her for the Cavaliers because she can dish it as good as LeBron. It's the give and go from Mrs. James. It's good. Yes. Oh, wow. All right, there's a news jog retraction rebuttal update for you.
Go.
Very
Our
important.
comedian friend's back with us again.
Yes, I don't know why, but hello again.
Well, someone
flagged him.
No,
I was looking for LT, and you're free to go. But nice to see you again. Yeah, you're free to go.
No, we got callers on the line that want to talk to him.
We have. We do.
I guess there is a reason. I didn't want to sit here and ignore you.
I flagged him down because all the callers want to talk
I
to
see.
him.
Okay,
Yeah.
there was no mix-up. Okay,
LT's saving the show left and right.
He's really doing yeoman's work.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
He's doing a better
I'm
job than
tired.
Tim and Herman. All right, 888-9-REGULAR for the final caller of the show, and some of these calls happen to be with our intriguing guest,
If
Ian
our listeners
Harvey.
are not quite as enlightened as the host, don't hold it against us.
This is Ruth in Douglasville.
Hey.
Petitong Ruth, welcome to
Petitong.
the show. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to make a comment to the comedian.
Okay, Ian Harvey, yes, the transsexual comedian.
Yeah, Yes, I also had certain feelings that I wanted to have the change too. Ever since I was a little girl myself.
You want to be a man?
Yes.
How old are you, Ruth?
I'm 38.
Now, is it too late?
It's not too late. And Ruth, you know what? I didn't start my physical transition till I was 38, and I'm 42.
Oh,
so
how about that, Ruth?
It's never too late. And are you looking for? Do you know anybody
Overalls?
else? Do you know anybody else who feels the way you do, other than me?
No, not really.
You have a girlfriend?
I've already got a high testosterone level anyway. I can grow a beard mustache without any help.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, you're halfway there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
you
You'll
know
save
what?
money.
I'll tell you if you go to my website, and email me, and I'll send you some resources for if you wanted to meet other people who felt like you did, so you weren't so
How about
alone.
this? How
out
about
there.
this? I'll do better. Marshall Childs, racist comic. If you'll agree to allow Ruth to come to your comedy club for free, perhaps.
Yeah,
Ian
Ruth,
can-
how far are you from Atlanta?
About 37 miles.
Well,
I'm
if you want to come to the show, I'll put you on the list.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what?
Is she still a chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
The club owner is not so enlightened.
Racist, sexist, and
Ruth.
cheap comic.
As long as she's white, I don't care.
Ruth, do me a favor, and I don't know. Do you guys have
Yeah.
someone stay on the line?
We'll
sort of
put her
thing
on
to
hold.
get their- Okay.
Ruth, hold on, and you'll get to meet Ian Harvey.
If you want to come to the show,
Okay.
All right, hold on.
All right.
You'll get some tips on how to become a real dude. Maybe Chaz Bono will show up. That's nice. That's nice that Ruth has someplace to go.
Yeah,
and it's the
you know
regular
what?
guys.
Just a question, were you a comedian before
all
you
here
made the
on the regular guy show.
Were you a comedian before you
And
made
one
the change?
irregular.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you funny?
Yes, and I transitioned on stage like before. Sort of. I mean,
Were
it
you
wasn't-
funnier before or now? What would you say? Honestly?
Well, I transitioned, as well as grown as a comic. So I would say I'm funnier now.
I would think so
but not
because you have more
of
experiences.
testosterone.
No, because you're.
Well, you have more experiences.
Yeah,
and more to
definitely,
comment on.
definitely.
Chris and Ackworth, Petitong.
Hey, T-Tong, how you doing?
Yeah, good. We're in the top 1% of all people. Thanks for asking.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
What's going on?
So a couple things. One, you guys were talking about the 22 seconds or so for every time a guy thinks about sex.
That seems to be the stat, yeah.
Yeah, they did a survey a few years ago. It turns out it's about 7. So
7 seconds or minutes?
about 7 seconds between every
I would
thought.
agree with that.
Yeah, but I
That'll
think
work
I
straight.
ignored
Apparently,
two
it's
for
7
every one I
seconds
asked.
between every sexual thought.
No kidding. 7
Yeah.
seconds. I have never timed myself, but I guess that's right.
Yeah,
Every
so we
time I
actually-
see a woman, I assess her sexual compatibility.
Just nature.
Yeah.
That's longer than it takes me to finish, so that's pretty good.
So we actually found it worked very well in, let's say, polite society, things like that. When there's just those things you couldn't say,
Right.
you just look to your friend and say 7 seconds.
7
Just covers
seconds.
it. Just
All
covers
right.
it. Lets them know what it means.
All right, thanks
All
for
right,
that
Chaz,
tip.
that one's for you when you're with your buddies. You know what to say.
I take 6 seconds. I'm a 2-pump chump now. That's what I asked for. I looked through the catalog of parts. Said, I'll have that one. Looks like it triggers easily. I got some making up to do.
You are such a dude.
I am a dude. And he's a dude. I mean, she's a whatever. Ian Harvey is my new best friend dude.
My son keeps chopping penis from his body.
I don't even know what Sonny and Cher song that was supposed to be.
La-di-da-di-dee.
Ian Harvey, sing with me. I've got you, dude. I've got you, dude.
This is Aaron in Alpharetta, Petitong.
Hi, how are ya?
Oh, we're doing well, thank you, Chipper.
Chipper?
Chipper, young lady.
Oh, yes, very.
What's going on?
Perky.
I'm actually on my way to my quote-unquote work. I graduated from Georgia in May, and I found out recently that it's illegal to have an unpaid intern, which is what I'm doing right now, and my quote-unquote boss is not exactly the easiest person to get along with, so I'm kind of in a sticky situation.
Wait, hold on a second. I don't think it's illegal to have an unpaid internship.
Well,
If you graduated from college.
Yeah, if you graduate.
Oh.
Because ostensibly, the
free.
helping to get your grade is your pay as an
So
intern.
what's your situation is you're going to an unpaid internship as a post-college student. And,
Yes.
And you want to know what?
I want to know it's illegal and they've been doing it forever, and I wanted to know what you think I should do.
Well, let me
if
ask
you
you
think I
something.
should
Well, bust
take
them and
something or
Bust them and put the whole company in bankruptcy. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
How old are
mean,
you? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Are you
I'll be
interning?
24 in
Are you
November.
interning in a profession that you're interested in?
I mean, yeah, I'm a
What
journalism
are you
major.
going to start your career off with lawsuits? You're not going to go anywhere. Go there if it can help you. Continue to do it, but you're not morally safer. All right, either stay there or go. But you don't have to be the I team,
Or you can work for Cumulus. They don't pay.
They don't pay the people that are on their payroll.
Yeah, they don't pay anybody. So you can get the job done and not get paid at the same.
See
all
what I'm
the
saying? You don't want to
satisfaction.
start your career. You don't want to start your career off with lawsuits. It's not good.
Well, yeah, no, I wasn't planning on doing that, but I was wondering. I kind of want to know if they actually even know that.
You're
or
not the sheriff of the universe. Worry about yourself.
Here's what I would do, Aaron. You're looking for practical knowledge.
Yes.
Eric's lecture is a very good one, but it's not going to get you where you need to be. I would do this. I would keep going to work until they either get busted or you get fired. Or they hire you. I mean...
Well, I mean, I need money, so I'm already looking for an actual job, but...
Okay. Well, in the meantime,
not easy.
There's, I know there's no pay, but I tell people this, and I tell Herman and I tell Seabass this all the time because they're both desperate for a quick payday. But I keep telling them, just have something to do. As long as you have a place to go every day, you're in good shape. You're in the mix. You're in the mainstream of life. You're in the street. You know what? You're in the pond. So after a while, something will give, and you'll either get fired or hired.
Make sure you don't know what happened on Judge Joe Brown yesterday. If you don't know what happened on Judge Joe Brown, you got something going on with your life. Comedians excluded because they don't work during the day.
Yeah. Well.
Aaron, I'm going to make this call worthwhile. I'm going to shut it down now. You're the final caller of the show, and you get the prize.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so hold on.
Okay.
And what does she get? Tickets to the Scorpions?
She gets second row tickets.
She's going to be rocked like a hurricane.
Can we go together? Am I going to be here? I want to go. Oh, let's go. It's like such a man concert.
Hey, I thought I'm going with you, dude.
Hey, Marshall has one more thing to say, Larry.
All right, Marshall Childs.
No, it's not built. I was just going to say, how old are you, Aaron?
She's 24.
23.
She's on the
That's not. Marshall would like to remind you, if you have any questions for Ian, to please come to the Laughing Skull Lounge all weekend long.
Pervert.
I know, she sounded cute, Marshall. That was kind of thrown off my game as well.
Yeah. I hope your wife is listening.
Whenever you hear a cute voice, and I just graduated from Georgia. Oh, my gosh.
It's less than 7 seconds.
Dude, am I right, dude?
Hey, dude, I wanted a nailer. I'm with Marshall.
Do you look like Leanne? I like Leanne.
Marshall, you're a dude. Dude.
I'm a dude. I'm a dude.
Say it, Bulldogs.
Not so racist.
Let's find out our award-winning douchebag.
Douchebag. He's Mr. Douchebag.
Sebastian Douchewitz Davis.
Oh, yes.
Who, in your opinion, is the douchebag of the show?
Well, Eric sometimes is uncomfortable about certain subjects. Why, even before the interview with Ian Harvey started, he was Aunt Louising you, Larry Wax, about radio techniques, saying, "Oh, you can't ask these questions off the air." Just came in.
Was correct.
Aunt Louise. Then on the air, he says this.
And now, what your equipment down there is exactly what?
Well, that's what
this is where
I thought I asked it in a very delicate way.
No.
That's delicate? Really?
It's the worst question.
What kind of junk you got?
In terms of the FCC, that's delicate.
You're trying to compensate for the lack of Southside Steve today.
So what you packing, buddy?
I wanted to ask the
Itty or
question.
outy?
I didn't. I
Does it look like a Tootsie Roll with flesh?
I assumed it was the other way around. And then he showed me a picture of that guy, Butch whatever or whatever.
Buck Angel,
my
baby.
Goodness.
Yeah, that was disturbing. I'm very disturbed after today's show. Not your fault, Ian, but I'm just disturbed.
I nominate Eric Von Hessler.
Eric Von Hessler, second
Douchebag
place.
of the day. Thank you very much.
That's the douchebag of the show. Sebastian,
Yeah.
of course, first place.
I disagree.
All right, that's
nice. Lodge your complaints.
I shall.
That's all the time we have
Take it to FIFA. Take it to FIFA.
for today.
Hey, is Ruth still on the line?
No, Ruth is not on the line. We got her information, and she'll.
You did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
For sure?
for sure.
Okay.
Let's
Swear to
What
God.
is your website in case we somehow lost her?
It's IanHarvey.com. Harvey is spelled Harvie. IanHarvey.com.
Does he spell like a chick? But that's your last name, so you have no control over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why was that?
I.E.
That's-
is like.
Oh, that's a chick. That's
Well,
how
like,
chicks
You put a
are.
heart over the I?
Well, Larry, it's I before E, except after chicks.
Tomorrow morning on the Regular Guys show, Porn Star Password with Katsuni. And she does not have a penis either, so there's a theme this week. Also, Norma Lee has her latest track. It's Kentucky Songstress. Norma Lee has her latest song. It's called Donkey Show. Also, Homeless Karaoke and Funny Farm comedian Dave Coulier will be here tomorrow on the Regular Guys show. And that's all the time we have for today's program. Until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. This is Larry Wax. That is Senator Eric Von Hessler. Also, Campbell's Chunky Tim Andrews. And the rest. Saying petitong, everybody. Please do not step on down power lines. We'll talk to you tomorrow.